Out of all the cases to take, you pick the Sokolov case. So tell me something. Why MHW?
A man gets attacked in the parking lot inside a controlled system, and suddenly nobody can explain how it happened. Then he ends up in a hospital, and the footage doesn't line up, the timeline doesn't match. I understand wrestling is entertainment, but we're in the middle of real unrest out there. Protests, pressure, instability, and in here people get injured under rules that somehow stop mattering when it's convenient, and nobody is held accountable.
Detective? It's wrestling. I'm more concerned with the power struggle behind it than chasing shadows. But again, why mixed honor wrestling?
Because I've seen wars in people's eyes before they ever pick up weapons, and I've learned something about history. You see kings rise, destroy everything, build empires, then their successors come along and repeat it, but worse. But what you don't usually see is the cycle breaking. You don't see someone step in and change the pattern, so I ask myself, what does the most dangerous person in the world look like when nobody is watching them yet? And I think MHW might already have that answer, hiding in plain sight.
So you're saying MHW is covering it up?
I'm saying the authorities in MHW already know the truth. They're just waiting for the right moment to reveal it. And that's what makes this different from the other incidents.
All I'll say is, this is wrestling. Worse things have happened in the wrestling business.
And this is my job. We're dealing with patterns of violence, control, and something that doesn't add up. There's a man here named Omar Bijan screaming about scientific violence and saying we created science. That's not just talk, that's intent.
Omar Bijan? He must be a new wrestler. Just don't overthink it and you'll do your job better. Remember the plan, revealing the man who attacked Sokolov in the parking lot.
It's not about the reveal, Detective May. It is about the why. Detective May, you have much to learn.
Now this is interesting. MHW Dark getting spotlight footage tonight. That's not usual programming.
It shouldn't be, but it's good to be around the action without the chaos. Right now we have a man walking down that ramp whose dream is to become Mixed Honor Wrestling World Champion Greg.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Tehran, Iran, weighing in at 247 pounds, Wrestler
Omar is going to slap that ring announcer silly for getting his nickname wrong. This is the former WWE Asia World Champion, the wrestler Omar Bijan. Should be levels above the competition here.
استمعوا يجب أن تصمتوا جميعا عندما تتحدث العظمة. أنتم لا تفهمون الانضباط. أنتم لا تفهمون التطور. قلت الصمت. I am Amaya, and this man here, this man is the wrestler Omar Bijan, and you will learn to respect his name.
من میتونم انگلیسی صحبت کنم تا شما بفهمید، اما اول به فارسی صحبت میکنم. من همچنین عربی صحبت میکنم. من زبانهای تاریخ، علم و پیشرفت را صحبت میکنم، مانند مرد بزرگی الکندی که علم را برای همیشه تغییر داد. او دانش را ساخت زمانی که دیگران جهل را می ساختند. او تفکر را پیش برد زمانی که دیگران در شکست راحت بودند. من اینجا نیستم تا برای معمولی بودن شما سرگرمی ایجاد کنم. I am here for the same thing everyone in MHW claims they want. A championship. But unlike the rest of you, I don't wait for opportunity. I take it. So let me make this simple for everyone in MHW. Stay out of my way and remember the name of the wrestler, Omar Bijan.
Damn, Greg!
After that statement of a promo, Omar Bijan now has to back up all that talk.
It's Omar Bijan, Greg. He doesn't look worried. That's a dangerous sign.
Well, here we go, Omar B. Oh, Tony caught him.
And just like that, Omar learned his lesson. Welcome to Mixed Honor Wrestling. You don't embarrass a man like Omar Bijan and get away with it, not a former champion.
He's been here before, Evans. This isn't new territory for him.
This man held the WWE Asia World Championship. He knows what it takes to stay on top. This is beneath him.
He's not just trying to win, he's trying to prove something.
That's the difference. Tony's fighting for a moment. Omar's operating like a man who's already lived at the top.
But he's not rushing, he's picking him apart. And you got to think, Evans, Omar has to adjust to the American climate and change his entire training schedule for MHW.
Well, you know, Greg... Whoa!
Evans, you're high!
Not funny.
Omar retreats to the corner, and Tony is going for the win.
Now the jokes are over because Hot Tony is in the ring with the former WWE Asia World Champion, the wrestler Omar Bijan.
Tony barely back up and is hit with a massive clothesline. You know, Evans, I wonder how Omar fares against a men like Alexander, Barry Leonard, or Sokolov.
He does as good as Diego Munoz did against Lance Jones at Crown or Collapse. Oh wait, he got fired, Greg.
Diego Munoz was nothing like the untamable Samoans back in the day. He deserves a little more respect than that.
No! You're using the exposed turnbuckle against Hot Tony. You suck.
Omar Bijan wins it, but you have to question that method. Against a competitor like Hot Tony, he didn't need the exposed turnbuckle here.
It's Omar Bijan, but you are right, Greg.
Here is your winner, Wrestler Omar!
Thank God this is a dark show. He got named wrong again. This is the wrestler Omar Bijan, but after tonight, we can write future MHW World Champion off his potential ceiling.
Omar and Amaya celebrating like they've already taken over MHW. Wait a minute, Omar is beating down Hot Tony after the match is over.
He expected Hot Tony to lay down for him. MHW doesn't work like that.
Amaya is bringing in the chair, and oh, this could get very bad.
Yes, Barry Leonard is on an MHW dark show.
Well, we haven't seen him yet. Wait, there he is. Barry Leonard is here, and he's got a chair in his hands.
Well, thankfully, this isn't for public viewing. Samantha better get a hold of this place if that is her newest import.
MHW Dark continues here in Los Angeles, and this one could be a serious clash of styles.
Clash? This is a mismatch waiting to happen, especially when you see Wonder Kid's opponent tonight.
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 205 pounds, Wonder Kid Gibson!
Here comes Wonder Kid Gibson, one of the most exciting young talents on the roster.
Exciting doesn't mean effective, Greg. He's been sticking his nose where it doesn't belong lately.
You're talking about The Office?
Talking about a kid who doesn't understand consequences.
What, like getting screwed in your biggest pay-per-view match for the MHW World Championship?
Greg, Wonder Kid didn't even make it to the league, let alone the pay-per-view.
And now everything changes.
Oh yeah, now we're talking. You know, whoever comes out is getting a guaranteed victory, especially after their incredible performance at Crown or Collapse.
And his opponent from Beijing, China, weighing in at 282 pounds, the Thunderstorm!
And here comes Thunderstorm Lejang, 6'6", nearly 300 pounds. And now with him and his partner Arjun Ray signed to MHW, we have two of the most dangerous men in mixed honor wrestling history.
And he's got unfinished business too. Payne, Yuri Shibata, when he's been leaving a trail. But Payne got one on Jang at Crown or Collapse. This time Jang will be eyeing up the MHW roster and that MHW World Championship.
He may not have won a match officially, but he's been dismantling people, and Wonder Kid could be in a lot of trouble tonight.
Yes, and you know my motto, Greg, size beats speed every single time.
Final checks underway, then listen to this crowd. They're behind Gibson.
Hot Tony taught you this lesson earlier tonight. They don't cheer for long.
Then here we go. You think we will get our first in-match MHW handshake? Wait, Gibson looks like he is offering Zhang a handshake.
Welcome to reality, kids. Sportsmanship at its finest.
That might be the first and last handshake we will see mid-match in MHW, because it ended like that.
Well, it's MHW Dark. Not exactly prime time, Greg. Not everyone's watching anyway.
Gibson's been trying to prove he belongs at a higher level, especially with everything going on around the office.
And that's his mistake. My advice to Gibson is put on a suit, try it on for one day, see how much money you get rewarded for wearing a suit and being in shape. There's no shame.
He's got heart though, and Gibson nearly beat Barry Leonard to make it into the league. He will not back down from anyone.
Well, he won't impress me from here, Greg. Oh! I take it back. Don't give him a suit.
Gibson is showing more than we thought he would in the fitness department. Elbow. Zhang just shut that down.
Damn!
A reverse pile driver right on his head.
That's it. That's the beginning of the end.
Zhang's lining him up now. Zhang Dang right to the throat.
3.
Lei Zhang wins. It was a dominant victory, but you've got to give credit to Gibson. He threw everything he had at Zhang.
Yeah, for about 5 seconds.
No, he showed flashes, real flashes, but against someone that size, that power.
He's not built for it, not yet.
That's the difference. Talent versus presence. Zhang just overwhelms you.
One thing is certain, Zhang has one of the most lethal moves in MHW.
Here is your winner, the Thunderstorm.
Lei Zhang is victorious tonight, but I have to ask the question, what happens if he hits Zhang Deng on the MHW World Champion?
Coming up on MHW Season 2, Episode 1.
And deep down, you know it.
Good to see you here. It's been a while since we've been together. I still feel that fire.
Whatever you want, just name it. So, who are you?
Detective J.
12 chaotic nights before this moment, Mixed Honor Wrestling was in a dark place, forced to restore order. 16 men entered a tournament with the hope of becoming the MHW World Champion. A rarity occurred as the first ever MHW Wrestling League was formed. A system was created and competitors stepped into it under the illusion of structure and fairness, but that illusion did not last. From the very beginning, MHW was corrupted by power. Samantha, the authority at the center of it all, did not just oversee the system. She shaped it. Matches were influenced, outcomes were questioned, and control was always one decision away from chaos. Sokolov stood as a champion built on dominance until the shadows around him began to grow darker than the title itself. Alexander rose from within that same world. a force born from pressure, expectation, and violence, eventually stepping out of Sokolov's shadow and changing the balance of MHW forever. And then there was the Office, a system within the system, a group that did not just compete, but controlled, manipulated, rewrote outcomes when necessary. Their influence spread across championships, careers, and rivalries, but control always creates resistance. The locker room began to fight back. Jerome Sharp, Joseph Wright, Barry Leonard, Jeremiah, Lance Jones. Each name became part of a growing war against authority, against manipulation, against a system that no longer felt like competition. And as the battles intensified, so did the mystery. Attacks in parking lots, suspicious recoveries, stolen victories, and unanswered questions surrounding who truly held the power in MHW. By the end of Season 1, nothing was stable. Champions were questioned, alliances were broken, and the foundation of mixed honor wrestling began to collapse under its own weight. But the most dangerous part was not what had already happened. It was what had already been set in motion. Because in MHW, control is temporary, and chaos always finds its way back in.
Breaking news out of Los Angeles, California. A massive flooding has emerged at the Mixed Honor Wrestling Theater. Witnesses say someone was pulled from drowning thanks to our National Air Force team. The helicopter is hovering over the building on this windy day. We pray everyone gets out, the theater safe. And other news, Samantha still looks hot.
Shut up, Evans.
Remember, everyone, I am Mixed Honor Wrestling.
MHW, a better, brighter future.
MHW, 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 MHW.
We are proud to present to you Mixed Honor Wrestling, MHW.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mixed Honor Wrestling. We are live from the MHW Theater in Los Angeles, California. I'm Greg Norton alongside the Horseman Evans. And after the events at Crown or Collapse, this building is electric.
Electric? Greg, this place is unstable. And speaking of unstable, Xander returns tonight after that suspension. One of the most dangerous competitors in MHW is officially allowed to compete.
We'll also hear from Hannibal and Gloria after that shocking betrayal at Crown or Collapse when Gloria hit Diana Wright with a chair.
Sokolov competes in his first match since vacating the MHW World Championship after that brutal attack in the parking lot months ago.
The new MHW World Champion Adam Ball in the office hold an official championship coronation later tonight.
As they should. Adam Ball survived Crown or Collapse. And now the smartest faction in this industry finally has the world title where it belongs.
Evans, who is going to kick off this crazy show tonight? Oh, come on. Of all the people to start the show with, we're going to kick it off with Samantha.
That's not how you do it, Greg. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the queen of your favorite show, MHW, the general manager of Mixed Honor Wrestling, your boss, Samantha.
Well, unfortunately, we are starting with the woman at the center of nearly every controversy in Mixed Honor Wrestling.
Controversy, Greg. Samantha delivered results. Adam Ball is world champion. The office controls this company. And whether these people like it or not, she earned the right to celebrate tonight.
And Jeremiah was seconds away from victory at Crown or Collapse before complete chaos broke out.
Chaos favored is the prepared, and your war general Samantha is always prepared.
You know, it's funny. For months, people blamed me for everything. Every suspension, every controversy, every fight backstage, every decision, and yet, here we are. Packed arena, record attention on MHW, and most importantly, Adam Ball is the MHW World Champion. Boo all you want. You're booing success. I did what none of you could do. I brought order to chaos. Jeremiah was not robbed. Barry Leonard was not robbed. Joseph Wright was not robbed. They lost because Adam Ball was smarter than all of them.
Samantha isn't even trying to defend the controversy.
And tonight, because this company finally has a real champion, I have decided to scrap every single plan for tonight's show.
What?
That's right. Because tonight, we celebrate greatness. Tonight becomes a 1-hour MHW World Championship coronation for the scientist Adam Ball. Now please rise for your world champion.
1 hour of Adam Ball, wait a minute.
Do you see me now? Finally, I am free. I am reborn. It's my time.
Amy's here. Out of all the people I thought would interrupt Samantha, this was the last person on my list.
Oh great, here comes the family drama.
Amy, the general manager's sister, has made it a point to be one of the few people willing to challenge people verbally, but we have never seen her face to face with her sister.
Amy is very comfortable manipulating people herself. She makes Samantha look like a saint. However, if Amy is coming out to the ring, 9 times out of 10, someone has done something wrong.
Well, this has eclipsed an hour of Adam Ball talking.
Not funny.
Really, sister? You were really about to destroy the entire show. For a 1-hour celebration, that was your big plan after Crown or Collapse. 1 hour of you and Adam talking. Jeremiah and Barry Leonard deserve a rematch. Alexander just returned from suspension. Sokolov's attack still hasn't been solved. And instead of answers, you want balloons and champagne?
You really want to talk about me? Actually, Amy, let's talk about you. You've spent months hiding behind Jerome Sharp while pretending you care about this company. You whisper in people's ears. You manipulate talent. And worst of all, you have a secret. Tell them, Amy. Tell them about you and King Client.
You know what your problem is, Samantha? You think everybody else plays games the way you do. I didn't come out here to talk about King Client. I actually came out here because Jerome Sharp earned something at Crown or Collapse. And since he didn't plan for a show, it actually makes the offer easier. Jerome Sharp wants his MHW World Championship match against Adam Ball tonight.
Huge challenge laid out.
Jerome Sharp is walking into a massacre.
You know what? Fine. Main event tonight, Adam Ball versus Jerome Sharp for the MHW World Championship. But now, get out of my ring. I still have a celebration to host.
Samantha had a gun Amy wasn't prepared for.
Wait a minute. Oh no, now the television champion is out here.
Lance Jones may be my favorite superstar after what he did at Crown or Collapse. He got rid of Diego Munoz forever and established himself the future of this company.
Well, Lance Jones did have a great showing that night in a high-stakes situation, but now the league is over and he has to defend that television championship more often.
No. Don't start celebrating it, because Samantha, you owe me. I got rid of that fraud, Diego Munoz, at crown or collapse. I did exactly what you wanted, and I was promised something in return, a world championship opportunity. Because honestly, business would be a lot better off with me as the double champion.
Go on, Samantha, do something. Or are you scared of him too?
Lance, now is not the time.
No. I think now's the perfect time, because everybody out here keeps talking about mysteries, Sokolov's attack, Jeremiah seconds away from tapping out at crown or collapse. Deep down, you people know he was going to tap, but something no one is mentioning is Alexander showing up behind you in the dark. And honestly, Samantha, people are starting to wonder if you had something to do with it.
Lance is pushing dangerous territory right now.
Maybe Alexander isn't the big, scary monster we all thought he was. Maybe you paid him off. Maybe Alexander only fights when you open the door for him. Hell, dude, maybe when the lights went out, you two did one thing and one thing only. Bang!
Damn!
Enough! You ruined my celebration. Alexander still hasn't paid for rejecting my offer, but if this roster wants opportunities so badly, then they can fight each other for it. I'll give these people 5 amazing shows, because starting tonight, we begin a 16-man MHW Television Championship tournament. And Lance Jones, you will put your championship on the line because you will be in the tournament.
Samantha, you can't do this.
And before the main event tonight, your title defense, your first and last tournament match, will be against the returning Alexander.
Samantha!
What a start to MHW. Lance Jones has to defend the MHW television title in a 16-man tournament, and his tournament opponent is the undefeated Alexander. During that opening segment, complete chaos broke out backstage between Adam Ball and Jeremiah. Security officials, even roster members, had to pull those two apart before things got completely out of control.
Samantha might suspend Jeremiah before he ever gets near the World Championship again.
I spent my entire life on the mat. I represented my country at the highest level. Olympic gold, world championships, moments most athletes only dream of. And I never took any of it for granted. But people don't talk about how quickly it can end. I remember the exact moment it happened. It was a training session, nothing special, just preparation like any other day. A sharp snap in my leg, and I collapsed immediately. And I knew right away something inside me was gone. The doctors later told me it was a catastrophic ligament and structural tear. They said I was lucky to walk again, let alone compete. So I announced my retirement. For months, I asked myself one question: why? And eventually, I found out. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't fatigue. It was him, Omar Bijan. We had crossed paths before that day. He already had a reputation. Dangerous, unpredictable, always pushing limits that most athletes at least respected. But I challenged him, and he didn't respond like an athlete. He responded like an enemy. That injury was the result of that encounter.
Omar Bijan was already banned from Olympic competition by that point. They said it was for dangerous conduct, but everyone in the sport knew what that meant. He bit another competitor during a match. Not a mistake, not an accident, intentional. A moment that ended his Olympic career instantly. After that, he resurfaced in professional wrestling, and strangely, he thrived. In WWE, he rebuilt himself alongside Amaya Dawn, and Omar eventually captured the Asia World Championship. For a time, it looked like he had left the past behind him, but it didn't last. A controversial interview changed everything. Omar made public political remarks that triggered backlash across the company. And just like that, he was released. Amaya followed shortly after. Now, Samantha has brought Omar and Amaya to Mixed Honor Wrestling. But the question is, why?
With Diego Munoz gone, Hernandez Jr. steps into the first round of the MHW Television Championship Tournament alone. But against who? Hernandez Jr. standing alone tonight. No Diego Munoz by his side after what happened at Crown or Collapse. Wait a minute. Sokolov is in the tournament.
And now Hernandez has got to survive the first round of this tournament against Sokolov.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 243 pounds, Sokolov!
For the first time since vacating the MHW World Championship after that mysterious parking lot attack, Sokolov is back in action.
And look at this crowd, they haven't forgotten him.
Nobody has. Sokolov never lost that championship in the ring. His reign ended because somebody took him out.
Still no answers either, no suspect, no evidence, nothing.
But Sokolov promised one thing before tonight. He said he wasn't coming back for sympathy.
He's coming back for revenge.
And now he enters the MHW Television Championship Tournament.
Honestly, that might be worse for the entire locker room.
And you have to wonder what kind of mindset Sokolov is in right now, months away from competition, stripped of the World Championship without ever losing it.
That changes people, Greg, especially somebody like Sokolov.
Hernandez Jr. showing courage here, but this is a nightmare draw.
Hernandez prayed before this match. He better pray harder.
And here we go. Hernandez has got the speed advantage. Sokolov will have the size advantage. Months away from the ring after that attack, and he looks even more focused.
He looks angry. There's a difference.
And can you blame him? He was world champion. Then suddenly he's unconscious backstage. The title gets vacated, and the company moves on without answers.
Well, that's business.
That's not justice.
Justice doesn't win championships, Greg.
And on the other side, Hernandez Jr. trying to rebuild himself after losing Diego Munoz.
That's the real story here. Diego's gone, and now Hernandez has nobody.
These two were one of the closest partnerships in MHW.
And Lance Jones destroyed that. Diego's career ended. Hernandez got left behind. And now he's standing across from a monster.
But Hernandez Jr. has always fought with heart.
Heart doesn't stop suplexes.
No, but resilience might. And Hernandez Jr. is going to need every bit of it tonight. Oh my God! Sokolov just threw him over the top rope.
Hernandez Jr. launched out of the ring like he is Rey Mysterio.
Sokolov sends him hard into the corner, shoves him back in. Then German suplex.
Hernandez folded in half.
And Sokolov is building momentum now. Hernandez hasn't landed any offense since the opening bell.
He's throwing him around like training equipment.
Oh no, Sokolov's calling for more.
Hernandez can barely stand.
Hernandez Jr. has been dismantled.
God!
Sokolov drags Hernandez to the center of the ring.
This one's over, and to be honest, Greg, we may as well hand him the championship. 3.
What a statement from Sokolov tonight.
That wasn't a wrestling match. That was controlled destruction.
Hernandez Jr. showed courage, but Sokolov looked unstoppable.
And now the entire tournament changes.
Sokolov is advancing, and if I'm Lance Jones or Alexander, I'm nervous.
This version of Sokolov might be more dangerous than the champion we saw before the attack.
He looks focused on winning, focused on revenge.
If somebody in that locker room really was responsible for the attack, be careful.
Here is your winner,
Sokolov celebrating his return tonight in dominant fashion.
And this crowd is fully behind him.
And there's the updated bracket.
Sokolov now gets the winner of Lance Jones versus Alexander.
That is a blockbuster second round match waiting to happen. Sokolov is back, and the television championship tournament just became terrifying. Listen to this reaction. Gloria shocked everybody at Crown or Collapse when she cracked Diana right with that chair.
And honestly, I think Gloria finally stopped pretending to be everybody else's victim.
Gloria, one question. Why did you do it? Why align yourself with Hannibal Moore and attack Diana Wright?
You all keep asking me why, like I committed some unforgivable crime. For years, I stood beside people who only cared about themselves. Miles embarrassed me publicly, treated me like I was disposable. Then when he was done with me, he walked away and left me looking stupid in front of the entire world. And Diana only ever wanted me around when it benefited her. She used me as emotional support while pretending she cared about me as a person. But Hannibal never lied to me. He never pretended to be some perfect hero. What you see is exactly what he is. And at Crown or Collapse, I made a choice. I stopped living for everybody else's approval.
So you don't regret what you did?
Regret? No. Because for the first time in my life, I feel respected. And now, Hannibal and I are going to take everything this company refused to give us. Respect, legitimacy, opportunity. And if people get hurt along the way, maybe they should have treated us better when they had the chance. Because I am a good person. I am a good person. And deep down, you know it.
Based on what she's just said, Evans, I don't even recognize Gloria anymore.
No, Greg, what you just heard is the real Gloria.
Why are you stopping me? Why won't you let me go hurt this guy right now? Hannibal put his hands on me again. And Gloria smashed that chair across Diana's head.
And that's exactly why you can't go out there angry. Listen to me. Diana's hurt bad, Joseph. The doctors told her she's dealing with a serious concussion and neck strain after Crown or Collapse. She told me this morning she can barely sleep. And you think she wants to watch you throw your career away for this?
I watched it happen.
You were fighting your own battle that night. And now Samantha's trying to make it worse. Because tonight, it's me versus you in the first round of the television championship tournament.
You're kidding.
No, that woman wants us distracted. Wants us fighting each other while Hannibal walks free. Listen, we don't give her any satisfaction tonight. We have the match. If Hannibal or the office tries anything, we are ready. After the match, we deal with Hannibal.
You survived Crown or Collapse.
Yeah, you two. Wouldn't have happened if you didn't back me up out there.
Don't mistake respect for friendship.
Wasn't planning to.
So who did Samantha give you?
Omar Bijan, tonight.
The guy in the video packages?
Former Olympian. Former WWE Asia champion. My new problem.
He bites people.
Good, makes two of us. What about you?
Lalanne, next week. He tapped out at Crown or Collapse. Men like Zhang don't forget humiliation.
Then I guess both our nights are about survival.
Oh, and one more thing. You owe me a favor.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the well-touted Omar Bijan, who already looks comfortable in there, and that's a dangerous sign for the rest of this tournament.
It's the wrestler Omar Bijan, Greg.
His opponent from Rapid City, South Dakota, weighing in at 240 pounds,
This guy walks like he's permanently angry at the world.
Can you blame him? Payne has had a lot of painful memories in tournament scenarios. Every time momentum starts building, something seems to go wrong.
Because Payne makes enemies everywhere he goes. He fights dirty, he talks dirty, and eventually it catches up to him.
But recently we've seen a different side of him through that strange alliance with Yuri Shibata.
I still don't trust either one of them.
Well, whether people trust them or not, Crown or Collapse prove they work well together under pressure.
Yeah, until they turn on each other. Guys like Payne don't build partnerships. They build temporary truces.
And tonight, Payne walks into a completely different kind of problem in Omar Bijan.
It's Omar Bijan, Greg. A violent Olympian with Amaya in his corner. Yeah, good luck with that.
Payne may be vicious, but Omar Bijan enjoys hurting people. There's a difference. We are seconds away from the first round of the MHW Television Championship Tournament. Payne versus Omar.
And this one could get ugly very fast.
And here we go, Payne versus Omar. Omar Bijan has already built a reputation in MHW for bending every rule possible.
He bends rules because he understands winning matters more than popularity.
Maya Dawn hasn't exactly helped either. Exposed turnbuckles, distractions, interference. She's involved constantly.
That's called intelligence.
And Payne isn't exactly innocent himself.
Absolutely not. Payne will cheap shot you, elbow you, bite you if he has to.
But unlike Omar, Payne doesn't hide what he is.
And yet, despite all that violence, Payne's career has been full of bad luck when opportunities matter most.
That's why tonight is huge for him. A win changes everything.
If Omar doesn't break him first.
And Payne knows this tournament might be his best opportunity yet to finally win championship gold in MHW. Right now, Omar is putting on a wrestling clinic against Payne, a German suplex on the floor.
Omar is starting to look like a future world champion here.
Omar is entering the ring now. The referee is fixing the turnbuckle. Wait a minute, Omar is... The Payne just countered the low blow with a knee to the face.
Greg, we have been looking to counter the forbidden low blow for years in wrestling. I forgot you can just knee them in the head.
No, Omar kicks out at 2.
Omar's in big trouble here.
Payne is going for the crossface. Crossface applied by Payne.
Elbow right to the head, breaks it up. We are finding out if Omar can swim with the big sharks tonight.
Massive belly-to-belly slam from Omar.
1. What are we in Japan doing? Fighting spirits.
Omar is calling for it. He is setting up the camel clutch.
Great wrestlers like the Iron Sheik, Muhammad Hassan, Jinder Mahal have had legendary careers with similar holds.
Payne slips underneath and is fighting back against Omar. Omar goes for a kick, but Payne catches it. Payne has found life and energy down the stretch. Wait a minute, Omar with another German suplex to the floor.
Oh, God.
Both men are down outside the ring.
Payne is unconscious, and frankly, I don't think he's making it back into the ring.
Omar picks up Payne and chucks him towards the side of Amaya.
Payne has got 3 seconds before the ref rings the bell, declaring a count-out victory for Omar Bijan.
Wait, hold on, look at Amaya. She's thinking about interfering here. Payne needs to get up.
Smart referee catching it immediately.
The ref said 9. Payne needs to get in the ring now. Then he does. Incredible resiliency by Payne.
Oh!
Devastating suplex.
Damn!
Omar Bijan has beaten Payne. Payne fought hard tonight, but Omar Bijan survives and advances in the Television Championship Tournament.
Survives. Greg, Omar threw this man around like scrap metal.
But once again, controversy follows Omar Bijan everywhere he goes. The attempted low blow, Amaya lurking outside the ring constantly.
Doesn't matter, the result is official.
And now Omar moves on to face either Joseph Wright or Samuel Katumba.
Whoever wins that match better be prepared for violence.
Here's your winner, the wrestler
Omar Bijan wins tonight as Amaya enters the ring.
Look at this duo. This is an image you need to get used to. That's a massive first-round victory for Omar Bijan.
There's the updated tournament bracket.
And Omar Bijan is 1 step closer to championship gold.
I did what you wanted. You got your title match tonight.
Yeah, respect for that.
Can I ask you something?
Depends what it is.
Why are you still here with me after everything you know about me, after everything Samantha said out there? You know I've lied to people, manipulated people. You know there's things about me nobody understands. So why stay?
Because when everybody else talks about you, they talk like you're some kind of monster. But when I look at you, I see somebody trying not to drown in all this madness. And maybe I'm stupid, yeah, but I don't think you're evil. I think you're scared. But I need you to promise me one thing.
What is it?
Promise me what you said about King Client is true.
It is.
You swear?
I swear, fam.
Never do that again.
Fine.
And we are just getting word now from the office. Jeremiah has officially been suspended indefinitely following the backstage altercation with Adam Ball earlier tonight.
Two close men collide tonight in the MHW Television Championship Tournament.
And only one of them moves on.
This one feels personal, not because of hatred, but because of everything these two men have been through together.
Friendship doesn't matter once the bell rings.
Here comes Joseph Wright, and emotionally this might be the toughest night of his career.
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Kampala, Uganda, weighing in at 286 pounds, Joseph Wright.
Hannibal Moore humiliated him at Crown or Collapse. Diana got taken out with that chair shot from Gloria, and now Joseph has to somehow stay focused.
And despite all of that, Joseph still chose not to go after Hannibal earlier tonight.
Which I think is stupid.
No, it shows discipline. Joseph Wright understands championships can change careers.
And if he wins this tournament, maybe he finally gets some control back in his life.
Especially after everything that's happened to him personally these last few weeks.
Because right now, Joseph Wright looks like a man carrying anger, guilt, and pressure all at the same time.
Joseph waiting patiently now.
But I guarantee he hates what he's about to do.
This is the return to in-ring competition for Samuel Katumba.
This is the definition of bad matchmaking by Samantha.
Not just bad matchmaking, but a bad stylistic matchup for Samuel Katumba.
And his opponent from Kampala, Uganda, weighing in at 210 pounds, Samuel!
These two men came into MHW together. They fought beside each other, traveled together, survived together.
And tonight, they beat each other up for a championship opportunity.
Samuel's been one of the most respected competitors in this company since day one.
Yeah, but he's also been overlooked constantly.
The television championship would mean everything to both of these men.
And Samantha knows that. That's why she put them against each other.
She's forcing two good men into a situation neither of them wanted.
That's how tournaments work, Greg. Feelings don't matter.
But Samantha absolutely knew the emotional damage this match could cause.
And part of me thinks she enjoyed making it.
Meanwhile, Hannibal Moore gets to sit back and watch all of this unfold from a distance.
Joseph and Samuel fight each other while Hannibal stays fresh and dangerous.
And that's what makes the office so effective. They create chaos without even stepping into the ring. Here we go. Joseph Wright versus Samuel Katumba. Neither man wants to hurt each other. However, the MHW television title is on the line in this tournament.
They may not want to, but eventually somebody has to win.
And all of this comes just days after Crown or Collapse, where Joseph Wright watched Diana get smashed in the head with a steel chair by Gloria.
And Hannibal Moore has become a serious problem for both men.
The office has manipulated nearly every part of their careers recently.
Because the office knows these two are dangerous when united.
But tonight, unity doesn't matter. Tonight, it's survival.
And that television championship represents more than gold. For Joseph and Samuel, it represents validation.
A chance to finally become the face of this company.
And tonight, one of them takes a massive step toward doing exactly that.
While the other is left wondering how long opportunities like this take to come back around. Samuel's fighting out with those elbows.
Oh!
The paradise kick, he got him.
Count it.
2 count. Joseph barely kicks out.
See, Greg, Samuel was trying to beat him. He was scheming all along.
Looking for the stomp. Joseph held on to the ropes.
Damn!
Right answer by Joseph. A 2 count only.
And somehow Samuel survives.
Massive Bel throw across the ring.
Joseph is throwing him around now.
Joseph is fulfilling his potential tonight.
Damn!
Another right answer.
He got it.
What a battle between two men that know each other so well.
And in the end, power won.
Samuel Katumba pushed Joseph Wright to the limit tonight.
But Joseph Wright is starting to look like a real contender in this tournament.
If Joseph can stay emotionally focused through everything happening around him, he may be unstoppable.
And his next problem is Omar Bijan, which means the violence is only getting worse from here.
Here's your winner,
Joseph Wright celebrating, but you can tell there's mixed emotions.
Winning against your friend never feels clean.
And Samuel Katumba gave him absolutely everything tonight.
Now Joseph moves forward in this tournament carrying momentum and a very dangerous amount of emotion.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Sokolov. Sokolov, tonight was your first match back since the attack that forced you to vacate the MHW World Championship. What do you remember from that night?
I remember pain. I remember leaving the building. I remember hearing footsteps behind me. And then I remember waking up in hospital.
What injuries did you suffer?
Severe trauma to the back of my head. Swelling around my brain. Doctors told me one more impact could have changed my life. For weeks, I could not train. Could not sleep properly, could not even trust my own balance. They took my championship from me without pinning me or submitting me. So now I come back for 2 reasons. To reclaim what belongs to me, and to find the coward who attacked me.
You know, I'll actually give you credit. You came back stronger than most people expected. But let me clear something up. I didn't attack you that night. At the time, I was too busy dealing with my own employment issues. But whoever did attack you, I absolutely love them for it.
You speak too comfortably for a man standing this close to me, so listen carefully. If I ever discover you were involved, I will send you to the hospital.
You got real comfortable acting like you're untouchable after Crown or Collapse. I'm trying to understand how a guy suspended for steroids suddenly walks back into this company acting like he earned something. But before that, your best pal Sokolov was attacked in a parking lot. The lights go out around Samantha, and somehow your name keeps popping up around every shady thing happening in MHW. You cheated to beat me, and if you didn't cheat at Crown or Collapse, I would have beaten you. You know what I keep asking myself? Why am I not kicking your ass right now?
Because deep down, you know I was better. So instead of wasting energy back here, make sure you reach the final of the television championship tournament. Then we face again, and I embarrass you again.
Next time there won't be excuses, suspensions, or hidden shortcuts. I'm gonna make a promise to God himself. Next time you and I are in the same ring together, I will expose you.
Barry Leonard. Be careful.
He just told an Olympian to be careful, Greg.
The MHW Television Championship is on the line next.
And Lance Jones may have just walked into the most dangerous defense of his entire reign.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Mixed Honor Wrestling Television Championship.
Xander returns from suspension tonight with an opportunity to immediately change the landscape of MHW.
Or completely destroy it.
Listen to this reaction for Alexander.
Yeah, half these people love him and half of them think he's a dangerous psychopath.
Since returning from suspension, the questions around Alexander have only grown louder.
Especially after that bizarre moment with Samantha at Crown or Collapse.
And the mystery surrounding Sokolov's attack still hangs over this entire company.
You can speculate all you want, but what nobody can deny is this man dominated the league before suspension.
Alexander looked nearly unstoppable.
And tonight he gets a television championship opportunity because Lance Jones couldn't stop running his mouth earlier tonight.
And regardless of how people feel about Alexander personally, opportunities like this don't come around often.
Especially not against a champion as experienced as Lance Jones.
This could completely change the direction of the entire tournament.
And imagine the statement Alexander makes if he walks back from suspension and immediately wins championship gold.
Lance Jones enters tonight knowing one mistake could end his entire championship reign.
And judging by the look on his face earlier, he knows Samantha may have thrown him into the deep end tonight.
Lance Jones has held the MHW Television Championship longer than anybody expected.
Because he's smarter than people give him credit for.
Or because he constantly survives through controversy.
Survival is part of being champion.
Lance demanded a world title opportunity earlier tonight, and instead Samantha put him into a nightmare.
You can actually see the frustration on his face.
And despite everything people say about Lance Jones, he has defended this championship against some incredibly dangerous competition.
Yeah, but Alexander might be the most physically terrifying opponent he's faced yet.
And Lance has made a career out of surviving situations where people counted him out.
Usually because he bends every rule imaginable.
But championships create pressure, and tonight Lance looks genuinely uncomfortable.
Well, for once, he can't talk his way out of this.
Earlier tonight, he publicly embarrassed Samantha, questioned her authority, even accused her of involvement in Sokolov's attack.
And now he's standing across the ring from a man Samantha clearly has unresolved issues with.
That's what makes this whole situation so volatile.
And if Lance loses tonight, he may realize too late that making Samantha angry was the dumbest thing he's ever done.
And there's another layer to this too. Alexander already feels like a man fighting against the company itself.
Which makes him even more dangerous.
Because when somebody with his size and ability starts believing the system is against him, things can spiral quickly.
And Lance Jones might end up being collateral damage in all of it.
The atmosphere in this building feels completely different right now.
Because deep down, everybody watching thinks we may be moments away from a new television champion.
Introducing the challenger from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 247 pounds, Alexander! And his opponent from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Mixed Honor Wrestling Television Champion, the Wonder Lance Jones!
Big fight atmosphere right now.
One mistake tonight changes everything.
Lance Jones versus Alexander for the MHW television title. And here we go. This is Alexander's first official match back following his suspension.
But somehow, suspension isn't even the biggest mystery around him anymore.
The Sokolov attacked in a parking lot, the lights going out at Crown or Collapse. Samantha clearly rattled by Alexander's presence.
There's something strange happening around this man.
But when it comes to pure competition, Alexander was dominating MHW before everything stopped.
And Lance Jones knows it.
Lance has built an incredible television championship reign, but tonight might be the most pressure he's ever faced.
Especially because this match only happened after Lance publicly embarrassed Samantha earlier tonight.
And now Samantha may have accidentally handed Alexander the television championship.
If Lance loses tonight, he may never forgive himself for opening his mouth.
Alexander is bigger, stronger, and right now he looks completely locked in mentally.
And that's terrifying considering everything surrounding this man outside the ring.
The suspension, the accusations, the tension with Samantha, the unanswered questions around Sokolov.
Yeah, but once that bell rings, none of the conspiracy stuff matters if Alexander tears your head off.
And Lance Jones may be finding that out in real time.
Well, to me, it looks like Lance Jones has learned lessons from his previous encounter with Alexander.
For the first time in a long time, the television champion looks overwhelmed.
And Alexander is only getting more dangerous the longer this match goes.
Alexander exploding back into this match. 2 huge clotheslines.
Lance swings and misses wildly.
Scoop slam by Alexander.
2 count only, and Alexander nearly wins the title right there.
Alexander is picking up Lance Jones, but Lance counters.
Damn!
Code breaker by Lance Jones.
Wait, no, why didn't Lance cover him? This could have been over.
Alexander catches Lance and is taking him on the ride of pain.
The match could be stopped here. Lance is not defending himself.
3 consecutive Germans.
We are almost at the finish line.
And no, the champion survives.
Lance has put up a better showing in this match than last time, but Alexander is stalking him now.
Alexander looking for another German, but Lance hits him with a left.
Lance goes for his signature, but Alexander elbows his knee.
Wait, Alexander has got him up. Alexander slam. Alexander has done it.
Damn!
We have a new champion. Alexander just defeated Lance Jones.
I cannot believe what we just saw.
Lance Jones threw everything he had at Alexander tonight, and it wasn't enough.
Alexander looked terrifying in that final stretch.
And after all the controversy, suspension, and rumors, Alexander may have just reclaimed his dominance over MHW.
Lance Jones got flattened in those final moments.
And right now, we may be witnessing the beginning of a completely new era.
Here is your winner, and new Mixed Honor.
Oh no.
What now?
Cut the music. Stop this. Stop this now. Do not give him that championship. Alexander, you knew tonight you needed to be perfect. And honestly, you almost were. But unfortunately for you, almost isn't good enough. Roll the footage.
Well, Alexander is pressuring here. Body shot, then collar and elbow tie up. Wait a minute. Oh, no.
Right there. The closer you look, the more that starts looking less like a body shot and more like a low blow. The referee missed the illegal strike, so due to illegal contact, the winner by disqualification, and still your MHW television champion, Lance Jones.
You have got to be kidding me.
Greg, Samantha is running.
Samantha may have just made the biggest mistake of her career, messing with Alexander.
Jerome, who are those guys?
Raw. Jerome's really out here with a new girlfriend.
Thought Jerome forgot where he came from. Nah, look at him. He remembers.
You know them?
No.
Here is your winner, hailing from the City of Lights, Paris, France, the sensation, René!
Depuis toujours, mon rêve, c'est de devenir la star numéro 1 au monde.
It is time for our main event.
The MHW World Championship is on the line tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Mixed Honor Wrestling World Championship.
Jerome Sharp earned this opportunity at Crown or Collapse.
And now he's got the toughest challenge of his career. These people love him for some reason.
Jerome has fought through chaos to get here tonight.
Yeah, including whatever weird situation happened backstage earlier with those 9-time drillers people.
Jerome flat out denied knowing them.
And nobody believed him.
But tonight may be the biggest opportunity of Jerome Sharp's entire career.
And Amy's right beside him again.
The relationship between Jerome and Amy has become one of the most talked about stories in MHW.
Mostly because nobody knows if Amy can actually be trusted.
Well, Jerome clearly trusts her.
That might end up being the biggest mistake of his life.
Jerome has all the athletic ability in the world, but tonight he faces the most dangerous version of Adam Ball we've ever seen.
And the scary part is Adam Ball finally has power behind him now.
The world champion has completely changed the way he carries himself.
He doesn't wrestle like a challenger anymore. He wrestles like somebody who thinks this company belongs to him.
And Jerome Sharp understands how important this opportunity really is.
Because chances at the World Championship don't come around often in MHW.
Especially with Samantha in the office controlling so much of what happens around this company.
Jerome may honestly be fighting more than just Adam Ball tonight.
And despite everything surrounding Amy, Jerome chose to trust her at his side in the biggest match of his career.
Yeah, but trust can become dangerous very quickly around here.
One way or another, Jerome Sharp's life changes tonight.
And you can feel the pressure building inside this arena already.
Because for Jerome Sharp, this isn't just about winning a championship.
It's about proving he belongs at the very top of mixed honor wrestling.
And now the MHW World Champion.
The scientist arrives alone tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is Adam Ball. Adam Ball captured the MHW World Championship at Crown or Collapse in one of the most controversial endings we've ever witnessed.
Controversial or not, he won.
Jeremiah looked moments away from victory before everything collapsed into chaos.
And Adam Ball took advantage. That's what champions do.
And earlier tonight, tensions exploded backstage between Adam and Jeremiah again.
Because Jeremiah can't accept reality.
The reality being Adam Ball constantly finds ways to bend the rules in his favor.
He bends rules because he's smarter than everybody else.
Tonight he walks into another dangerous defense against a challenger with absolutely nothing to lose.
And honestly, that makes Jerome Sharp unpredictable.
When somebody reaches this level for the first time, sometimes they become even more dangerous than the champion himself.
Introducing the challenger from London, England, weighing in at 220 pounds, Jerome Sharp. And his opponent from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Mixed Honor Wrestling World Champion, the Scientist, Adam Ball.
Big match feel inside the MHW theater.
One mistake changes everything here.
Adam Ball versus Jerome Sharp for the MHW World Championship. And here we go. Jerome Sharp has been waiting for a moment like this his entire career.
And tonight he's got Amy in his corner again.
The chemistry between those two has been fascinating to watch.
Or dangerous.
Earlier tonight, Jerome denied knowing the 9-time drillers despite their clear reaction to seeing him backstage.
Yeah, something about that whole situation felt off.
But Jerome has stayed focused despite all the distractions around him.
Unlike Adam Ball, who thrives in chaos.
Adam became world champion at Crown or Collapse through controversy, interference, and confusion.
Still counts.
And earlier tonight, Adam was involved in another backstage fight with Jeremiah that had to be broken up by officials.
That's because Jeremiah is obsessed.
Well, a lot of people still believe Jeremiah was robbed.
And Adam Ball enjoys reminding people he's champion every chance he gets.
The problem is Adam constantly pushes the line in matches.
That's called intelligence.
No, it's called cheating.
Call it whatever you want, Greg. The title is around Adam Ball's waist.
And Jerome Sharp knows he can't allow this match to fall into chaos.
Because chaos favors Adam Ball every single time.
That's why Jerome has stayed aggressive early, trying to keep the champion uncomfortable.
Meanwhile, Adam is waiting for one mistake, one opening.
And with the World Championship on the line, one mistake is all it takes.
And Jerome Sharp cannot afford to give him either, because Adam Ball will punish it instantly. That's the difference between a contender and a champion.
Jerome has picked up momentum. Jerome leapfrogs to the top rope.
There's going to be a parade if Jerome wins this.
Sharp salt.
He got all of it.
No, Adam Ball survives.
Jerome Sharp just threw everything he had at the champion.
Jerome is looking to finish it. Adam is far out of reach. The prescription.
He got him.
No, Jerome Sharp kicks out.
Incredible.
Spear through the ropes.
Jerome driven to the floor.
Wait, what is Adam doing? He just clotheslined the referee. Adam Ball just took out the official intentionally.
Oh my God.
King Klein. Chair shot to Jerome Sharp.
And look at Amy, she is frozen.
King Klein standing directly at Amy after that chair shot.
This is Amy's worst nightmare.
Klein throws Jerome back into the ring.
And now he's leaving.
Jerome Sharp's dream might be over. Adam Ball is setting up another prescription.
Good God.
Adam Ball retains the World Championship.
Adam Ball survives again, Greg.
Jerome Sharp had this match won multiple times tonight.
But King Klein changed everything with that chair shot.
And Amy looked completely shocked by what happened.
Well, now the questions get even bigger.
Because King Klein may have just destroyed Jerome Sharp's biggest opportunity and sent a message directly to Amy at the same time.
That message being, stay out of my way for the foreseeable future.
Here is your winner, and still Mixed Honor Wrestling World Champion, the Scientist, Adam Ball.
Adam Ball standing tall once again as MHW World Champion.
And whether people like it or not, the Scientist continues to find ways to win.
But every championship defense creates more enemies around him.
Yeah, but tonight the title stays with Adam Ball.
Jerome Sharp might never get another shot at Adam Ball like this again.
And next week, Jerome Sharp will get his answers one way or another.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you. If Alexander had found me back there, I don't even want to think about what would have happened. You did the right thing. I won't forget this. I can get you a contract, locker room access, whatever you want, just name it. So, who are you?
Detective J.
Oh, shit.
Coming up on MHW Season 2, Episode 2.
And Amy, that girl gonna do you dirty, Jerome.
I am sorry for both your losses.
Excuse me, pardon me, I just need to get through.
ابتعد لا تقف في طريقي.
I need you to listen to me properly this time.
No, I've heard enough already. You brought them into MHW.
They have informed me of their intention to reveal themselves, even if doing so results in the termination of their MHW contract.
Wait, they're on the roster?
Yes.
Previously on MHW Season 2, Episode 1.
I have decided to scrap every single plan for tonight's show.
What?
Tonight becomes a 1-hour MHW World Championship coronation for the Scientist, Adam Ball. You have a secret.
Maybe when the lights went out, you two did one thing and one thing only. Bang! Bang!
Your first and last tournament match will be against the returning Alexander.
Samantha!
Into the silence, seeking the guidance I forgot. It's somewhere lost to the cave.
Because I am a good person. I a good person. And deep down, you know it.
Promise me what you said about King Client is true.
It is.
But whoever did attack, I absolutely love them.
If I ever discover you were involved, I will send you to the hospital.
I'm gonna make a promise to God himself. Next time you and I are in the same ring together, I will expose you.
Right there. The closer you look, the more that starts looking less like a body shot and more like a low blow. And still, your MHW television champion, Lance Jones.
You know them?
No.
So, who are you?
Detective J.
Oh, shit.
We are proud to present to you Mixed Honor Wrestling, MHW.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mixed Honor Wrestling. We're live from the MHW Theater here in Los Angeles, California. I'm Greg Norton.
And I'm the Horseman Evans. Electric is one word for it, Greg. I'd say chaotic is more accurate.
The MHW Television Championship Tournament continues as Barry Leonard takes on Arjun Ray in what should be a very competitive opening contest.
Yuri Shibata takes on Lei Zhang, two very dangerous competitors with great match enders. Hannibal Moore takes on Renee. Renee made a mistake standing in Hannibal's way, and I guarantee you, Greg, he's going to pay for it.
The Natural Niles takes on Wonder Kid Gibson. This is a huge opportunity for both men to prove they belong in that next level of competition. And later tonight, Detective J is here along with Virginia May. After last week's developments, things are getting very interesting in the Sokolov investigation. Wait a minute.
No way.
We're supposed to be starting the tournament tonight, but listen to this crowd.
Alexander wasn't advertised tonight, Greg.
After what happened last week, I'm not surprised. Samantha stole the television championship from him.
Stole? The replay showed exactly what happened.
The replay Samantha chose to show?
Oh, please, Lance Jones beat Alexander. End of story.
That is not how a lot of people saw it.
What I see is a man who couldn't keep his emotions under control.
I see a man who got cheated out of a championship.
Listen to them. They're treating him like some kind of hero now.
You earn reactions like this when you fight through adversity.
Or when you spend months intimidating everyone around you.
Whatever you think of Alexander, nobody can deny his ability.
Ability isn't the issue. His attitude is.
You can feel the tension in this building.
Because everybody knows he's here for one reason. The general, the manager, Samantha. And if I were Samantha, I'd stay as far away from this ring as possible.
Alexander should be standing here, the MHW television champion right now.
Samantha, get out here right now.
Greg, Alexander ain't wasting any time tonight.
Wait a second, listen to this reaction.
You've got to be kidding me.
It's an unexpected visit from Sokolov. The former MHW world champion is here.
This is the last person I expected to see tonight.
Sokolov returned to in-ring action last show against Hernandez, looking more dominant than ever.
And look at Alexander. He wanted Samantha, but he's getting an old friend instead.
These two men have a tremendous history together.
History, they practically built this company together.
Former tag team champions, former members of the office, two of the most dominant athletes MHW has ever seen.
And let's not forget, Sokolov was world champion during those times before everything fell apart.
His reign was cut short after that mysterious attack that shocked the entire locker room.
A mystery we're still no closer to solving. The question right now is, why is Sokolov here tonight?
Alexander, it has been a long time. For those who don't know, I am Sokolov. and I will be facing Lance Jones next show for the MHW Television Championship. But us, Alexander, we came here together. We became tag team champions together. When MHW needed power, we gave it power. When MHW needed champions, we became champions. Then I became world champion, and now you stand here demanding justice, calling out Samantha. But I have one question. Why are you worried about Samantha when Adam Ball is world champion? Why are you chasing management? Why are you not chasing the biggest prize in this company?
Sokolov, a lot has changed since you've been gone. The reason I am not going straight for the World Championship is because Samantha made sure I could not. Drug tests, suspensions, rule changes, disqualifications. Every time I get close to a championship, Samantha moves the goalposts. And you know this. Because when we were in the office together, things were different. We were dangerous. But we did not need tricks. We won because we were better. Then you got hurt, and Samantha took complete control. Now every championship has an asterisk beside it.
No. The problem is not Samantha. The problem is you. You are the best wrestler in MHW. You know it. I know it. Everybody in this building knows it. And yet you spend your time fighting Samantha. You spend your time arguing. You spend your time looking backward. Meanwhile, Adam Bull walks around with your championship. Somebody attacked me and took months off my career. My goal is to find that person. But since they are hiding, I will make myself an easy target. But you have no excuses. Go, become a world champion for your family and for yourself.
You know Sokolov.
Oh, not again.
Now this is interesting.
The television champion is interrupting this conversation.
As he should. They've spent the last several minutes talking about championships and opportunities. Lance Jones deserves to be part of that discussion.
Hold on a second. Where's the television championship?
That's a good question.
The champion has come out here without the title.
Maybe he didn't think he needed it tonight.
Well, Alexander and Sokolov didn't invite Lance Jones out here tonight.
Sokolov just came back, and now he's face-to-face with the most talked-about champion in MHW. And next show, Lance Jones will be the first man ever to have beaten Alexander and Sokolov. Sokolov rarely lost as well.
No championship around his waist, no championship over his shoulder, but plenty to say, judging by that look.
Relax before anybody asks. No, I didn't bring the television championship. I left it with my hot girlfriend. Speaking of hot girlfriends, Alexander, how's Samantha doing? Come on, everybody sees it. You get special opportunities, special treatment, special attention. You expect me to believe that's a coincidence? And let's clear something up. Last week wasn't a body shot. It was a low blow. I know it. You know it. The fans know it. The referee just missed it.
Be careful.
Or what? You'll have Samantha suspend me too. Because honestly, the more I think about it, the more obvious this whole thing becomes. You and Samantha working together, you lose a title match, you get another opportunity. And sooner or later, Alexander becomes champion. What a surprise. And while we're exposing conspiracies, let's talk about Sokolov, the mysterious attack, the missing evidence, the dramatic comeback. You know what I think? I think you faked it. I think the office needed sympathy. I think MHW needed new rules. I think you wanted Alexander to become champion, but he screwed it up. And now you're both standing here pretending you're not still part of the office. Matter of fact, if by some miracle you get attacked for real, I hope the guy who attacked you runs you over with a car.
Whoa!
Lance Jones took it too far. Damn!
Sokolov just laid out the MHW television champion. And if Sokolov's plan works, Sokolov will be the MHW television champion, and Alexander may finally be the MHW world champion. Coming up next, first round action in the MHW television championship tournament.
Arjun Ray versus Barry Leonard. Somebody's tournament dream ends tonight.
And tonight will advance from round one. Barry Leonard and Arjun Ray both have their eyes on that television championship. Gold medalist Barry Leonard.
A man who surprised a lot of people in the World Championship League before crown or collapse.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sioux City, Iowa, weighing in at 241 pounds, Barry Leonard.
Barry earned the respect of this audience. At Crown or Collapse, he competed for the MHW World Championship, and more importantly, he was never pinned and never submitted.
He didn't win, Greg.
No, but surviving that environment changed Barry Leonard's career.
Now he's got another opportunity, different championship, same goal.
And let's not forget the recent interactions between Barry Leonard and Alexander.
That's a dangerous friendship to have.
Or a useful one. Alexander clearly sees something in Barry.
Maybe, but tonight Barry is on his own.
Barry Leonard is ready.
Now it's time for a very different challenge.
And his opponent from Mumbai, India, weighing in at 279 pounds, Arjun Ray.
Here comes Arjun Ray.
6'6", 279 pounds, a frightening athlete.
And lately we've seen him spending a lot of time alongside Lei Zhang.
Smart move by both men.
Alliance or not, both still have to win their own matches tonight.
I'd rather have a giant like Arjun Ray watching my back than nobody at all.
Ray has all the physical gifts in the world. If he gets momentum in this tournament, he could be very difficult to stop.
He doesn't just want to advance, he wants to dominate.
The question is whether he can handle the pressure. Expectations have followed Arjun Ray ever since he arrived in MHW.
And for good reason. Look at the size of him, look at the power. Men built like that don't come around often.
Tonight is an opportunity to back up all that potential with results.
If I'm Barry Leonard, I'm not worried about potential, I'm worried about surviving.
Both men are ready.
This tournament continues with a physical clinic.
Arjun the Tiger Ray versus the Olympian Barry Leonard, and here we go. An enormous opportunity here tonight.
The television championship tournament trajectory can change here.
For Barry Leonard, this could be validation after coming so close to the World Championship.
And for Arjun Ray, it's a chance to finally establish himself as one of the elite competitors in MHW.
I'm also curious about this alliance we've seen developing between Ray and Lei Zhang.
They understand strength in numbers.
Perhaps, but eventually only one man can win this tournament.
That's a problem for later. Right now, both men need victories.
And Barry Leonard has been carrying confidence lately after his interactions with Alexander.
Confidence is nice, but beating Arjun Ray is another matter entirely.
Arjun Ray is measuring him. The Arjun driver.
Oh, God.
And no, a 2 count. Barry Leonard survives.
Ray isn't finished. He wants the television title.
Barry got the knees up. And here we go, Barry Leonard is going up another gear, showing a new level, and Arjun Ray cannot keep up with Barry Leonard. Listen to this crowd.
Arjun Ray is in big trouble, Greg.
Barry's got the ankle lock applied. Ray is trapped, he's trying to crawl, but there is nowhere to go.
This is a travesty, come on, Ray.
Ray taps.
You've got to be kidding me.
What a victory for Barry Leonard.
Arjun Ray had him beat after the Arjun driver.
But Barry Leonard refused to quit.
One mistake, that's all it took.
Barry Leonard advances in the television championship tournament.
Arjun Ray is going to be kicking himself after that one.
He had Barry Leonard in serious trouble, but Barry stayed composed and found an opening.
Here is your winner, Barry Leonard.
Barry Leonard has defeated Arjun Ray and is one step closer to championship gold.
Barry Leonard moves on and will face the winner of Yuri Shibata versus Lei Zhang, but we might see a potential Barry Leonard and Sokolov final matchup.
If you want me to pick a personal matchup, I'd like to see, for old time's sake, Sokolov versus Niles is an appealing matchup since Niles hasn't held MHW gold.
Arjun Ray, you lost again because you were alone. If you want that to change, find me.
Who was that? We've got something brewing here backstage. Looks like someone's about to head out. Jerome Sharp is here, and you can feel the tension building after what happened last week.
Tension, he's lucky King Client isn't the one walking through that curtain right now.
I got a question. What did Jerome Sharp do to King Client? The only interaction they had was the MHW League qualifier, where Jerome Sharp upset King Client. Jerome Sharp looks different tonight.
Jerome Sharp is swimming with the sharks now. That's what happens when reality hits you in the mouth. He got embarrassed last time out, Greg.
He's still going to be calling out King Klein, right? This issue is far from settled.
Look at him. He doesn't even look like he knows why he's here.
I think he's confused more than anything. Hurt even.
Or exposed. There's a difference.
Jerome Sharp was in a competitive matchup for the MHW World title before King Klein showed up.
And still the MHW World Champion, Adam Ball. Come on, Greg.
Alright, I'm not even gonna lie, yeah. This whole thing don't make sense to me. Klein, bruv, what is your problem with me? I ain't even done nothing to you. Last time I come out here, you cost me the world title and had a stare down with Amy like it's some movie thing. I could have aired it out different, but I let it slide. I moved on. I ain't trying to cause trouble. I'm trying to build something different in MHW.
Oh no, don't tell me.
You knew this wasn't going to stay peaceful.
Here come the 9-time drillers.
And they look like they didn't come out here to talk.
No hesitation at all, straight down that ramp like they've been waiting for this moment all night.
Yeah, and look at Jerome Sharp in the ring. He's standing his ground, but you can tell he's not exactly welcoming this situation.
That's the thing with this group. They don't pace themselves. They don't wait for permission. They just take over the space.
And after everything Jerome's been through lately, this is the last kind of pressure he needed.
Or maybe the exact kind of pressure that forces things to spill over.
Hold on. Before anybody starts running their mouth, let me introduce myself properly. My name is Tracy, and if you've been looking properly, you should already know exactly who I am.
Tracy's not making any fans.
Listen up, yeah. Let me make something real clear for you, Jerome. Don't stand there acting like you don't know who we are. Last show, you were all confused. Who's this? Who's that? Now look at you. We the 9-time drillers, and we didn't just turn up in MHW. We've been hearing your name. All this hype about Jerome Sharp, all this success story talk, yeah? That's why we're here. You put your name in the streets, so the streets came to you. And let's talk real, yeah? Amy, Megan, all of it. Don't act like you weren't flirting around backstage, yeah? Smiling at Megan like you forgot where you came from. And Amy, that girl gonna do you dirty, Jerome. I promise you that. You out here thinking you upgraded your life, but you just forgot your roots.
Nah. Don't do me like that. I moved on, yeah? I tried to move clean. You man came at me in the street first. I didn't ask for none of that. And now you want to talk like I owe you something? I don't want beef with none of you lot. None.
You don't want beef? Jerome, you will need us. Sooner or later, MHW gonna chew you up and spit you out. And when it does, you ain't got nobody. And that Amy girl, she the one that got us in here anyway. So maybe you should be asking yourself, who's really going behind your back?
You say Amy brought you here?
Good. Now you're finally listening. We don't go away, Jerome. We level up. And sooner or later, you're gonna realize we was always part of your story.
That That just completely changes everything.
Or confirms what I already thought, that Jerome Sharp's past is catching up to him.
And if what Tracy just said is true about Amy,
then Jerome doesn't even know who he can trust anymore.
Well. Funny how things work out, isn't it? The 9-time Drillas didn't even blink at me tonight. No accusations, no problems, almost like I was right all along. Maybe I'm not the problem here. Maybe I was just the only one willing to say what everyone else was thinking about you, Amy.
Hey, you didn't prove anything. You just ran your mouth like you always do. I didn't do anything wrong, and I'll make sure Jerome knows that.
That's the thing, though. Sooner or later, all of this catches up with you. Every little decision, every little lie, every little misunderstanding. And when it does, Amy, you're gonna have to choose King Clion or Jerome Sharp. You won't be able to stand in the middle forever.
You're just bitter. That's all this is. You're not worried about truth. You're jealous. I'm even in Jerome's world in the first place.
Jealous? No, Amy. I'm entertained because I can already see it coming. You're about to make one massive mistake, and I can't wait to watch it happen.
People have been talking, saying you were seen near the area where Sokolov was attacked. That's a serious accusation.
I understand why they would say that, but I did not attack Sokolov. I came here to compete, not to destroy careers.
Then explain it, because witnesses are saying you were there when it happened.
I was nearby, yes. I saw movement. I heard chaos after the fact. But I did not see the attack itself. By the time I arrived, it was already done. Sokolov is a man I respect. What happened to him is not something I would ever take part in.
Some would say that sounds convenient, especially with your match against Zhang coming up next.
Let them say it. I cannot control rumors. Only my actions in the ring. Tonight, I face Lei Zhang in the first round of the tournament. If people want answers about me, they will get them in that ring, not in accusations outside it.
So you're walking into that match under suspicion and under pressure.
Good, pressure reveals the truth, and tonight I will show exactly who I am.
For years, Niles has been one of the most respected competitors in mixed honor wrestling. A fighter, a survivor, a wrestler who never needed shortcuts, never needed favors, and never needed excuses. But for all the respect he has earned, one thing has always escaped him. Championship gold. Time and time again, Niles has stood on the doorstep of greatness. He has gone to war with some of the very best MHW has to offer. Battles with Samuel Katumba, hard-hitting encounters with Sokolov, and clashes with Lance Jones that came agonizingly close to changing everything. Close. So many times, Niles was close. But close has never been enough. Now the years are catching up. The locker room is younger. The competition is tougher. And opportunities are becoming harder to find. For many, this tournament is a chance to win a championship. For Niles, it may be the last chance. Just one more opportunity to chase the dream that has defined his entire career. One final run toward MHW gold. One final chance to turn respect into legacy.
The name is natural. The name is Niles.
Another huge first-round tournament contest. Yuri Shibata takes on Lei Zhang.
Two men with completely different approaches, but only one of them is moving on.
The winner meets Barry Leonard in the quarterfinals.
And neither of these guys wants their tournament ending tonight.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Beijing, China, weighing in at 282 pounds, the Thunderstorm.
Here comes Thunderstorm Lejang.
One of the most intimidating athletes in MHW, 6'6", nearly 300 pounds, and every bit as dangerous as he looks.
Last week, Zhang and Arjun Ray came into the tournament with plenty of confidence.
Confidence isn't a problem for Zhang. The problem is results. Ray has already been eliminated tonight. Zhang can't afford to join him.
That alliance has been built on strength and dominance. If Zhang loses here, it'll be a rough night for that camp.
And if he wins, suddenly everybody starts wondering if this tournament belongs to him.
A championship would completely change Zhang's standing in MHW.
Forget standing. A title puts everybody on notice.
First things first, though, he has to get through Yuri Shibata tonight.
And that's easier said than done.
And now comes one of the most respected competitors in this company.
Respected doesn't win championships, Greg.
I don't enter to be seen. I enter to be remembered. Every single step I take in this life is the end of someone else's story.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 228 pounds, Yuri Shibata.
Listen to this reaction for Yuri Shibata.
People love him, I'll give him that.
Yuri has quietly become one of the toughest competitors on the roster.
He's going to need every bit of that toughness against Zhang.
Yuri knows exactly what's at stake. A deep run in this tournament could define his career.
Or end with him getting flattened by a giant from Beijing.
Either way, Yuri never backs down from a challenge.
That's admirable. It's also dangerous.
Especially against someone like Lei Zhang. One mistake against a man that size can end your night in a hurry.
That's why I think Yuri's got the tougher road here. Zhang only needs one opening.
Yuri knows that. He'll need to be faster, smarter, and more disciplined from the opening bell.
And if he isn't, we're about to watch Thunderstorm Lei Zhang punch his ticket to the quarterfinals.
The atmosphere inside the MHW theater is electric right now.
Both men are ready. Let's find out who's moving on.
Everything is set.
One step closer to the television championship.
Lei Zhang versus Yuri Shibata in the first round of the MHW Television Championship Tournament. And here we go. A place in the quarterfinals is on the line, and an opportunity to face Barry Leonard is up for grabs.
Neither man wants Barry. They want the title.
Still, Barry Leonard has already punched his ticket and looked impressive doing it.
Whoever wins tonight is getting a very dangerous opponent.
Yuri in pain scored a major victory over Zhang and Arjun Ray not long ago. That has to give Yuri confidence.
Confidence is one thing, beating Zhang twice is another.
And there's also the mystery surrounding that woman we saw approach Arjun Ray earlier tonight.
Interesting timing, isn't it? Ray loses and suddenly somebody's offering him something.
Whatever her intentions are, questions are beginning to form. Cycle knee by Yuri.
Incredible.
Yuri looked for another knee and missed it. Zhang's going to hit the Zhang ding. Another cycle knee by Yuri.
Get up, Zhang. Get up.
Yuri drags him to the center of the ring.
We need a miracle.
Hooks the leg.
Ref, don't count. No. No. Damn.
So what a performance from Yuri Shibata.
Zhang had chances, but Yuri never stopped fighting.
2 cycle knees were enough to put away one of the biggest men in MHW.
And now the quarterfinals just became very interesting.
Here is your winner, Yuri Shibata.
Yuri Shibata defeats Lei Zhang tonight in a very physical contest.
Yuri is one step closer to championship gold. It's going to be Barry Leonard versus Yuri Shibata in the quarterfinals.
Barry Leonard entering the ring to congratulate Yuri.
A show of respect between two competitors.
Whoa!
Right now they are both thinking the same thing. Only one advances. That's Sokolov.
Wait a second. Codebreaker by Lance Jones.
Oh, God.
Sokolov was watching the celebrations. Then the MHW Television Champion lays him out.
Next show, Lance Jones, the champion. faces Sokolov with the MHW Television Championship on the line in the quarterfinals. And Sokolov has got more than just a mystery attacker to worry about.
There you are, sitting on the ground like the fight already left you. Get up. Look at you, Thunderstorm Lei Zhang. All that size, all that power, and still waiting around for opportunities like everyone else in this company. You shouldn't be reacting to MHW. MHW should be reacting to you, and right now, they're not. I can change that. I can put you where you actually belong, where nobody overlooks you and nobody questions you, because something big is coming. Something this company is not ready for, and when it hits, you'll either be standing right at the center of it, or you'll be just another man who didn't see it coming. We will have it all.
Hey, Samuel. How's Diana holding up after that chair shot from Gloria at Crown or Collapse?
She's recovering. Slow, but she's strong. She'll be back. And honestly, I'm just glad Joseph's calming down, because if he goes after Hannibal again, things are gonna get ugly real quick. What about you? Since Diego's been gone, how you holding up?
Not great. It's been weird. Feels like I lost the one person I could actually laugh with in all this chaos.
Maybe you should send a tribute video to Samantha about the MHW World Champion.
Wait, what? Adam Ball's World Champion?
That's what I said. The MHW World Champion.
You know what? A tribute package might be perfect for next show.
Guys! I heard the news! I am sorry for both your losses.
No one died.
Right. Losses. Samuel, I am sorry about what I did to Diana. Nobody deserves that. And nobody's looked out for her the way you have. And Hernandez, I'm sorry about Diego Munoz being gone. Really. But in this place, people disappear. Hope neither of you end up next.
Gloria, you've changed.
I'm glad you think so. And I can't wait for you to see how much I've changed Hannibal in his match against Renee tonight.
God help us.
Excuse me, pardon me, I just need to get through.
ابتعد، لا تقف في طريقي.
It's just an elevator. I'm not trying to cause trouble.
أنت لا تفهم شيئا. هذه ليست طريقة التعامل معي. أنت وقح، عديم الاحترام، وتعتقد أن الجميع يجب أن يفسحوا لك الطريق. من أنت لتتحدث إلي هكذا؟ أنا المستقبل. أنت مجرد عقبة. لا تهرب. عد هنا. لن تنتهي هذه المحادثة.
Another first round tournament match is up next.
And somebody's championship dream is about to end.
Listen to that reaction. The crowd knows exactly who's about to walk through that curtain.
And they should be standing. Hannibal Moore has become one of the most feared men in MHW.
Feared, certainly. Respected, that's a different conversation.
Respect is earned by results, Greg, and Hannibal keeps getting them.
Tonight he has a chance to move one step closer to the television championship.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Gloria! From Watford, Hertfordshire, England, weighing in at 277 pounds, Hannibal Moore!
Here comes one of the most dangerous men in MHW today, Hannibal Moore.
Dangerous, try unstoppable. Since Gloria came into his life, Hannibal's become even more ruthless.
That's one way to describe it. I'd say Gloria has encouraged some of the worst behavior we've seen in MHW.
Results are results, Greg. Hannibal doesn't care if people like him. He cares about winning.
And tonight is a huge opportunity. 4 wins and your television champion. And now we'll see what Renee can do against one of MHW's toughest tests.
Here is your winner, hailing from the City of Lights, Paris, France, the sensation, Renee!
Depuis toujours, mon rêve, c'est de devenir la star numéro 1 au monde.
impression he spent half the night arguing with Amaya over an elevator.
I don't think Renee was the one arguing.
Fair enough.
What I like about Renee is that he's fearless. He walks into MHW looking for competition, and tonight he's getting plenty of it.
Fearless and reckless are usually the same thing.
A win here changes everything. Suddenly you're one step closer to championship gold.
Or one step closer to an HR driver from Hannibal Moore.
Renee has the athleticism to shock people.
Athleticism won't matter if Hannibal gets his hands on him.
That's easier said than done. Renee's movement and agility could create problems for a man Hannibal's size.
Or it could just make him a faster target.
Either way, we're about to find out if Renee can pull off the biggest win of his MHW career so far.
If Renee doesn't show us something, this tournament run ends before it ever gets started.
Both men ready. Let's find out who's advancing. Hannibal Moore versus Renee in the first round of the MHW TV Championship Tournament. This feels like a clash of completely different personalities. Renee arrived looking to make a name for himself while Hannibal seems focused on destruction.
Destruction wins championships.
Hannibal and Gloria have left a trail of enemies behind them over the last few months.
And yet they're still standing. That's what matters.
For Renee, a tournament run could establish him instantly in MHW.
For Hannibal, anything less than the championship should be considered failure.
Well, right now, Hannibal is dominating and is looking to finish this match now.
Greg, we might be having an early night tonight if this finishes now.
HR driver, it's over.
Babe, I'm coming home early.
No, Renee survives. He kicked out the HR driver.
How?
The resilience of Renee keeping him alive in this tournament.
Greg, what is going on? This was a sanctioned squash match. A warm-up for Hannibal to prepare for the next round.
Well, Renee didn't read the script. Swanton bomb by Renee.
No! Good God.
A 2 count. Hannibal kicks out. Renee nearly had him, but Hannibal is going for the pile driver. Renee is finished.
That'll do it. You know something? The referee may have saved Renee's career.
Hannibal wins and establishes himself as a threat in this tournament.
This win shows why Hannibal Moore is the favorite to win this entire tournament.
Renee pushed him to the limit, but in the end, Hannibal found a way.
A huge victory.
And another difficult night for Renee.
Amaya screeching in his ear didn't help tonight.
Here's your winner, Hannibal Moore.
Look at Gloria. She knows exactly how important this win is.
Hannibal advances, but the road only gets tougher from here.
Hannibal now awaits the winner of Niles and Wonder Kid Gibson, and neither one should be celebrating after watching that.
Wait a second, that's Omar Bijan.
This is what happens when you piss off a lady, and Omar is going to make an example out of Renee.
We need help. Wait a minute, listen to this crowd. Joseph Wright is here.
Business is about to pick up.
Joseph Wright is firing rates at Omar. Joseph knocks him down. Joseph Wright is on fire, and Joseph sends him out of the ring.
Damn!
Joseph Wright saves Renee tonight, but he has two upcoming problems. Omar Bijan in the tournament, and the one he wants to end most, Hannibal Moore.
These two men have unfinished business, and this has been going on for a very long time now. Maybe in the final we will get Joseph Wright versus Hannibal Moore for the MHW television title.
I need you to listen to me properly this time.
No, I've heard enough already. You brought them into MHW, the 9-time drillers, and you never told me.
Because I knew you'd react like this.
React like what? Like I don't want people from that life around me anymore?
It's not that simple.
It is simple. I left that behind me, Amy.
You think you left it behind you, but it never left you, Jerome.
So explain it then. Go on.
I brought them here because I had to.
You had to?
You don't understand what happened back then between you and them.
Don't start rewriting history.
It wasn't just some drill-ass problem, Jerome. You know what started it? You were involved with someone who was already tied to them.
And
in their world, that wasn't nothing.
So they jumped me for that?
It escalated fast.
And you brought them here anyway?
Because if I didn't, someone else would have.
That don't make it right.
I wasn't trying to restart it, Jerome. I was trying to control it.
Control it? You brought the fire into the building and called it protection.
I tried to stop it from burning you worse than it already did.
So what is this really about, Amy? What do you want from me?
Nothing except for you to understand why I did it. And maybe not look at me like I'm the enemy.
Right now, you don't feel like my enemy. You feel like my biggest problem.
Then let me fix it.
Next week, you fix one thing.
What?
King Klein. He gets in that ring with me, face to face.
Jerome, not yet. Because if he tells you everything the wrong way, you won't just hear it, you'll explode.
Then make sure he talks carefully, because if King Klein tries to embarrass me or twist my name, I don't care what history we got. I'm putting him down where he stands.
Funny seeing you here, Payne. Still standing, still talking like you belong in this building.
I've been here long enough to remember when you had that title run. Back when everybody thought you were untouchable.
Untouchable? No. I was just honest. I didn't ask for respect. I took it.
And I was the guy you kept knocking down, trying to prove it.
And you kept getting back up. I'll give you that.
So tell me something. Why are you so focused on Jerome Sharp?
Because he keeps acting like the past doesn't exist. And people like that need reminding. Also, it's funny seeing you involved with Yuri Shibata.
Yeah.
After everything that happened in the MHW League, Diego Munoz, embarrassing you, chaos everywhere. You go and align yourself with him.
Because I stopped trying to do it all alone. I put my ego to the side. And you know what you will learn soon. You keep poking Jerome like this. Eventually, he's just gonna swing. And it will hurt.
Well, from one man to a king, I look forward to it.
It's main event time. One more spot remains in the quarterfinals of the MHW Television Championship Tournament. Two fan favorites, two very different journeys.
And one opportunity neither can afford to waste.
Listen to this reaction for Niles.
People love a good underdog story, don't they?
For years, Niles has been one of the most respected competitors in MHW. Great matches, unforgettable moments, but one thing has always escaped him.
Championship gold.
Exactly. He's challenged for titles, he's pushed champions to their limits, but he's never been able to take that final step.
And eventually that starts eating away at you.
Standing opposite him is one of the brightest young stars in MHW.
And maybe the future of this company.
Here comes Wonder Kid Gibson.
Athletic, fearless, and always one move away from stealing a match.
And his opponent from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 205 pounds,
Wonder Kid Gibson has been closely linked with Samuel Katumba Hernandez Jr. and Jeremiah through all the chaos surrounding the office over the last year. But tonight will be a defining moment in his career as he has a chance to get closer to MHW Gold.
And that's exactly why he can't afford to let the moment get bigger than the match.
Gibson has all the ability in the world, speed, athleticism, heart, but now he needs results.
Potential doesn't win championships, Greg. Everybody talks about what Gibson could become.
The final first round match.
One survives, one goes home.
A thrilling contest is in store. The Natural Niles versus Wonder Kid Gibson. And here we go. Both men know what it's like to sit on the sidelines after an early tournament exit. And you can feel how important this is tonight. For Niles, this could be his last realistic opportunity to win MHW Gold.
That's exactly why I don't like his chances. Pressure does strange things.
Maybe, but Niles has spent years carrying disappointment and still showing up.
Showing up isn't the same as winning.
No, but perseverance matters.
Tell that to the record books.
Meanwhile, Gibson represents the next generation.
The kid has talent, I'll give him that.
And he's grown alongside Samuel Katumba, Hernandez Jr. and Jeremiah during some of the most turbulent periods in MHW history.
A lot of distractions.
Or valuable experience.
The television championship changes everything for either man.
For Gibson, it validates his potential.
For Niles, it finally validates an entire career.
That's what makes this matchup so fascinating. One man trying to prove he's the future,
and one man trying to prove his best days aren't behind him.
Neither competitor can afford a mistake here,
because opportunities like this don't come around very often. Niles is finally warmed up, Greg.
Niles is picking up the tempo now. He is showing traits of his vintage self as he picks up Gibson for a huge body slam.
Vintage Niles right there, and Gibson has slowed down.
Niles is heading to the top.
Oh!
Niles has missed. Gibson rolled out of the way.
Here we go.
Phoenix splash.
Hover.
No, 2 count. Niles kicks out.
How did Niles survive that? Oh no.
Gibson is not stopping. Running knee connects.
Niles is in serious trouble.
Another Phoenix splash is coming. Niles got the knees up.
Incredible.
Both men are scrambling. Huge clothesline by Niles.
The veteran is feeling it now.
This is no veteran Evans. This is the natural Niles from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, who is about to hit a sweet chin music.
He's done it.
Gibson survives.
Unreal.
This classic might go on all night. The natural Niles, Wonder Kid Gibson, what a contest.
Gibson just got a second win.
Niles got caught. Niles got caught.
Niles didn't have the strength.
Niles reverses.
Damn!
Niles has done it. What a match.
That's veteran instinct right there.
Wonder Kid Gibson pushed him to the absolute limit.
And honestly, Gibson may be wondering what else he had to do to win.
The Phoenix splash nearly ended it. The running knee nearly ended it. Gibson threw everything he had at Niles tonight.
But one split-second reversal changed the entire match.
That's experience. Niles stayed alive and stayed composed.
Here's your winner, the natural Niles.
Listen to this crowd celebrating with Niles.
One step closer to championship gold, which he's chased his entire career.
And now it's official. Niles will face Hannibal Moore in the quarterfinals. And in Niles' case, the perfect final for him would be beating Lance Jones.
And we're not done yet tonight. Still to come, Detective J and Samantha finally come face to face.
Don't go yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, earlier tonight we learned Detective J has made progress in his investigation into the attack on Sokolov. Joining us now are MHW General Manager Samantha and Detective J himself. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Megan. Samantha, ladies first.
No, Detective, because if I speak first, you'll spend the next 10 minutes trying to trap me into saying something I shouldn't. So go ahead, but keep it professional.
Professional is exactly why I'm here. Over the past several weeks, I've been reviewing MHW records, witness statements, archived footage and communications relating to individuals connected to Sokolov. One name repeatedly surfaced: The Office. What interested me was not who was in the office. It was when the office first became relevant to law enforcement records. Prior to Sokolov defeating King Klyan for the MHW World Championship, there are virtually no references to the office. Afterward, however, the group became impossible to ignore. Records indicate that at various points the office consisted of Sokolov, Alexander, King Klyan, Adam Ball, Henry Miles for a brief period, yourself, Amy.
Everybody already knows that.
Us, perhaps. This is for people who have tuned in over the last couple of weeks and were not well informed by your programming. But what they may not remember is when tensions first appeared. When the MHW Tag Team Championships were active, Sokolov and Alexander challenged the untamable Samoans. During that contest, you became heavily involved. The match ended in controversy. A brawl followed. The situation became so severe that the Tag Team Championships were ultimately discontinued.
And your point?
My point is that from that moment onward, internal disagreements within the office become significantly easier to identify, particularly between yourself and Sokolov.
That's ridiculous.
Is it? Because multiple sources describe your relationship with Sokolov as extremely close. Yet at the same time, there appears to have been disagreement regarding the future of the MHW World Championship and how Sokolov's reign would eventually end.
You're making assumptions.
No, I'm following evidence, which brings me to the night of the attack. Many people have asked why this investigation began in the first place. The answer is simple. Local authorities received an anonymous phone call from somebody present at the scene.
Hold on, it wasn't one of my agents that called the police?
No, at the time they didn't want to reveal themselves. However, earlier this evening, that individual contacted me directly. What I can tell you is this. The witness claims to have information regarding the attack on Sokolov, and they have informed me of their intention to reveal themselves, even if doing so results in the termination of their MHW contract.
Wait, they're on the roster?
Yes.
Cut this now. End the show. End the show right now.
Coming up on the 5th of July, 2026, MHW Season 2, Episode 3.
You had already left the building that night. So, tell me, Adam, why did you come back?
Nothing is going to ruin this night.
Other reason is to tell you that Hannibal won't be interfering tonight.
I took that fall so nobody else got buried. That's it. End of.
Is it?
You escaped both of them, Payne.
Finish this! Wait, what was that? A masked man!
Previously on MHW Season 2, Episode 2.
We begin a 16-man MHW Television Championship tournament. Your title defense, your first and last tournament match, will be against the returning Alexander.
Samantha!
Your MHW Television Champion, Lance Jones.
Time is a game you play when you got it. You shoot your shot so you can say that you shot it. I wanna know, how's it gonna go? You think you'll never be forgotten. What about me? What
You know them?
No. You say Amy brought you here?
Good. Now you're finally listening. You're gonna realize we was always part of your story.
What about me? What about me?
Detective J.
Oh shit.
The witness claims to have information regarding the attack on Sokolov, and they have informed me of their intention to reveal themselves, even if doing so results in the termination of their MHW contract.
Wait, they're on the roster?
Yes.
Cut this now. End the show. End the show right now.
We are proud to present to you Mixed Honor Wrestling, MHW.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mixed Honor Wrestling. We are live from the MHW Theater in Los Angeles, California. I'm Greg Norton alongside the Horseman Evans, and after the shocking events of last week, this place is absolutely electric.
Electric? Greg, this company is falling apart. Suspensions, investigations, conspiracies, and somehow Samantha is still expected to keep everything under control.
Tonight, tournament action continues as Yuri Shibata collides with Olympic gold medalist Barry Leonard.
The wrestler Omar Bijan faces Joseph Wright in another huge tournament matchup.
Hannibal Moore meets the natural Niles tonight. Niles may be chasing one final opportunity at championship glory.
MHW television champion Lance Jones defends the title against Sokolov. Lance already beat Alexander, and if he survives Sokolov 2, people might have to admit he's the greatest television champion of all time.
And after weeks of tension and taunting, Jerome Sharp finally comes face-to-face with King Klein.
And in our main event, per General Manager Samantha, we will be getting a special presentation honoring the MHW World Champion, Adam Ball.
What?
Yes, Greg, finally a segment dedicated to greatness.
That's the office music, and here comes Adam Ball. The landscape is changing quickly, Evans, and after what happened in the last match with Jerome Sharp, and with the television championship tournament still in play, you have to wonder what's next for the MHW World Champion.
Last week was chaos, Greg. Detective J, Samantha, Jerome Sharp, the tournament, and now we've got the world champion back in an entire month before the next MHW World Championship defense.
Adam Ball retained the MHW World Championship under controversial circumstances at Crown or Collapse, and then successfully defended it against Jerome Sharp.
Controversial according to people who hate facts. Adam Ball is dressed for success tonight, as he should be. World champion, main event winner Jerome Sharp couldn't beat him. Jeremiah couldn't beat him. Nobody has solved Adam Ball.
One of the smartest men in mixed honor wrestling.
Last week, I defeated Jerome Sharp. And before any of you start making excuses, before any of you start crying about Samantha, the office, conspiracies, interference, or corruption, let me remind you of something. I beat Jerome Sharp myself. For months, I've listened to people say the same thing. Adam Ball isn't the real champion. Adam Ball got lucky. Adam Ball only wins because Samantha protects him. You people need to make up your minds. If I need Samantha to win, then explain why Jeremiah couldn't beat me. Explain why Barry Leonard couldn't beat me. Explain why Diego Munoz couldn't beat me. Explain why Jerome Sharp couldn't beat me. The answer is simple. I am better than all of them. In fact, I'm so confident I'm willing to end this entire discussion. Jeremiah, come out here right now. I know you're here. I know you're somewhere in this building. I know you're suspended. But if you want this championship so bad, come out here right now and fight me one-on-one. No excuses, no chaos, no conspiracies, just you and me. That's what I thought, coward. You're brave when you're hiding in crowds. You're brave when security isn't looking. You're brave when somebody else gets blamed. But when it's time to stand in front of me, nothing. Thankfully, I don't have to defend this championship for another month. And by then...
Wait a second!
Oh no!
Listen to this crowd in Los Angeles. They know exactly who is walking out here.
Unfortunately, yes, they do.
That's Alexander. Alexander has been one of the most dominant competitors in MHW since day one. A former champion, a former ally of Sokolov, and perhaps the most feared man in this company.
Feared by some, overrated by others.
Overrated? This man has been some of the very best MHW has to offer.
And yet he's never beaten Adam Ball, and more importantly, he still needs to win the one title that has eluded him, the MHW World Championship.
He never beat Adam because they've never had the opportunity to face each other.
Maybe that's because Alexander keeps finding reasons and supplements not to stand across the ring from the champion.
You're reaching, Evans.
Am I? Failed tests, suspensions, controversy seems to follow Alexander wherever he goes.
Whatever we think of Alexander, this is a man Adam Ball should take seriously.
Adam, you know, when people look at us, they see opponents, but before all of this, you were there. When Sokolov and I held championships, you were there. When we trained, when we pushed each other, when we needed help with English, when this company was being built, and when I was injured, you were there too. You came with me to check on Sokolov. You stood beside us. For that, I respect you, but respect does not change destiny. And since the day I arrived in mixed honor wrestling, there has only been one championship I was meant to hold, the MHW World Championship.
There it is. I was wondering how long it'd take for you to bring that up. You know, Alexander, everybody treats you like some unstoppable monster, some uncrowned king, some tragic hero. But I know something they don't. I know who you really are. I know the man standing in front of me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We both know there are things you've never explained. Let's talk about all the times you found a reason not to stand across the ring from me. Maybe it wasn't Samantha. Maybe you knew exactly what was waiting for you. Maybe you knew Adam Ball was always going to be your hardest match. And let's be honest about one more thing. Samantha can destroy your life whenever she wants. One phone call, one suspension, one failed test, and everything you've built disappears. But eventually, none of that's going to matter, because sooner or later, you and I are going to fight. And when we do, the biggest shock in MHW history won't be me surviving Alexander. It'll be me beating Alexander.
I am glad, because for the first time tonight you did not reject my challenge. You accepted it. But before I leave, I want everybody here to remember one thing. The night Sokolov was attacked, you came to find me. You told me Sokolov had been attacked in the parking lot. But there is one problem. You had already left the building that night. So tell me, Adam, why did you come back? Adam Ball, be careful.
And what did he mean by that?
I don't know, and I don't think Adam likes hearing it.
Alexander may have just planted another question into the Sokolov investigation, and Adam Ball has just become a known suspect.
Over the last few weeks, there has been one topic dominating mixed honor wrestling, the attack on Sokolov. Now, I have to admit, I am disappointed. Apparently, somebody within this company had information regarding that night and chose not to come directly to me. Do I like that? No. Do I understand that this is a sensitive situation? Yes. Let me make something perfectly clear. Despite what some people may think, despite what some people may be saying, I have never had a personal issue with Sokolov. The only disagreements we ever had involved the future of the office when he was associated with it. Nothing more. And for anyone spreading rumors, I had absolutely nothing to do with Sokolov's attack. In fact, when this investigation is complete, I fully intend to punish whoever is responsible. Now, on a more positive note, thanks to the hard work of Hernandez Jr., we have received a special Adam Ball package that will air during tonight's main event. And before anybody starts another conspiracy theory, yes, the package was thoroughly reviewed by the office. It was checked, it was approved, and it has been cleared for broadcast. So enjoy the rest of the evening, enjoy the tournament, and enjoy celebrating your world champion. Because I can assure you of one thing, nothing is going to ruin this night.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Barry Leonard. Barry, recently there has been a lot of tension between yourself and Alexander. What's your perspective on the situation?
Look, I've never had a problem with Alexander's ability. The guy is tough. He's dangerous. He's accomplished a lot in MHW. But what I do have a problem with is everything that follows him around. The failed tests, the suspensions, the controversy, the questions. I spent my entire career doing things the right way, so yeah, that bothers me. But at the end of the day, I don't need to talk about Alexander. Eventually we'll settle it in the ring. And something tells me that's going to happen a lot in the future. Maybe even sooner than people think. And when it does happen, I'm going to beat him.
Before any of that can happen, you have a huge match tonight in the quarterfinals of the MHW Television Championship Tournament against Yuri Shibata. What are your thoughts going into that match?
Yuri deserves respect. He's disciplined, he's experienced, and he's one of the toughest competitors in this tournament. That's exactly why I'm taking him seriously. But I've spent my entire life preparing for moments like this. I've wrestled at the highest levels. I've competed against world-class athletes. And tonight, all of that experience matters. Yuri is good. I'm better. And when that bell rings, I'm going to prove it. Yuri, bring everything you've got, because tonight I'm making you tap out.
Barry Leonard, thank you for your time.
Up next, next, quarterfinal action in the MHW Television Championship Tournament.
And this one is huge, Greg. Two men desperate to finally win their first championship in mixed honor wrestling.
Every single step I take in this life is the end of someone else's story.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 228 pounds, Yuri Shibata.
Here comes Yuri Shibata.
One of the most dangerous strikers in this entire company.
Yuri has been impressive since arriving in MHW. Discipline, toughness, and an incredible fighting spirit.
Yeah, but impressive doesn't get you championships.
Tonight could change that.
Yuri knows exactly what's at stake. One win gets him one step closer to finally putting gold around his waist.
And let's not forget his partnership with Payne. They've developed a mutual respect over the last few months, and both men are chasing the same goal, becoming champions.
Respect doesn't help when somebody is trying to knee your head off.
It doesn't, but it does tell you something about Yuri's character. He's earned the respect of nearly everybody in that locker room.
Respect is nice, championships are better.
That's exactly what's at stake tonight. Neither Yuri Shibata nor Barry Leonard has captured gold in MHW. The atmosphere inside the MHW theater is electric tonight.
The winner moves on, the loser goes home wondering what could have been. Competitors in MHW.
And undefeated in the record books.
And his opponent from Sioux City, Iowa, weighing in at 241 pounds, Barry Leonard.
Barry Leonard has been building momentum for months, and tonight could be the biggest match of his MHW career.
That's because Barry keeps putting himself in the conversations. Whether it's title opportunities or calling out Alexander, he's making sure people are paying attention.
Barry has never been afraid of a challenge. In fact, he recently said he believes he'll be seeing Alexander a lot more in the future.
Which may not be the smartest career move he's ever made.
Barry isn't interested in shortcuts. He believes hard work should be rewarded, and that's part of why he's been so vocal about the controversy surrounding Alexander.
Well, tonight none of that matters. There are no investigations, no accusations, no backstage politics.
Just a place in the semifinals of the MHW Television Championship Tournament on the line.
And if Barry wants to become champion, he has to get through one of the toughest competitors in MHW first.
And here we go, Yuri Shibata versus Barry Leonard in the MHW Television Championship Tournament. These are two men with a lot in common.
That's right, both men are still searching for that first championship in mixed honor wrestling.
And both men believe the television championship can be the breakthrough they've been looking for.
The difference is Barry Leonard has spent the last few weeks making headlines.
Primarily because of his comments regarding Alexander.
Barry has made it clear he doesn't trust Alexander and doesn't like the controversy that seems to follow him around.
Meanwhile, Yuri has stayed focused entirely on competition.
That's why I've always liked Yuri. No drama, no speeches. Just show up and fight.
Easier said than done when the stakes are this high.
Absolutely. One mistake tonight and months of hard work disappear.
Barry has talked about becoming champion since arriving in MHW.
And Yuri has been chasing the exact same goal.
Olympic slam on the floor. Olympic slam by Barry Leonard.
Cover.
And not only a 2 count.
Barry Leonard is going to need a lot more to beat Yuri tonight.
Yuri is putting together a couple strikes on Barry Leonard. Yuri is gaining momentum.
Barry's in trouble, Greg.
Barry rebounds off the ropes. Flying knee connects.
Oh, God.
And now Yuri gets a 2 count.
I thought that was it.
Yuri's heading to the top rope.
Here we go.
Double stomp to the chest.
He's done it.
Cover. No 2 count. Barry survives.
Incredible.
Yuri's coming alive. Basically on the outside. Now Yuri is climbing up to the top. Meteora to the floor.
Yuri is throwing his body around with zero concern for his own safety.
Barry just planted Yuri and is now lifting Yuri onto the top rope. This is dangerous. Barry is climbing with him. A top rope Olympic slam.
Greg, it's over.
A two count only.
How did Yuri kick out?
I don't know, but Barry's caught a second win. Barry Leonard is riding this wave of momentum. Barry Leonard is fired up.
Barry is feeling it now.
Barry signaling for the end. Yuri slowly getting back to his feet. Barry takes him down. Ankle lock applied.
Barry grapevines the leg. Good night.
Barry has it locked in tight. Yuri trying to crawl, trying to fight, trying to survive. Yuri has nowhere to go.
He's seconds away from tapping.
Yuri has nowhere to hide. Wait, the bell is rung, but Yuri never tapped. Barry was moments away from victory, but look at Yuri. Yuri is irate.
Yuri is angry that Barry is acting as if he won, but truth be told, Yuri got lucky tonight.
What will this mean for the tournament?
بعضی آدم ها فقط وقتی درد را احساس می کنند که مجبورشان کنی. رنه هفته گذشته فکر کرد می تواند در کار ما دخالت کند. اشتباه کرد. Rene was standing in the wrong place at the wrong time. He chose to involve himself in something that had nothing to do with him. So I reminded him of a lesson everybody in MHW eventually learns. Stay out of my way. Tonight, Joseph Wright is standing between me and the semi-finals of the television championship tournament. Joseph is respected, but Joseph is not me. He does not have my discipline, and he certainly does not have my future. Tonight, I beat Joseph Wright. Next, I beat whoever stands in front of me. And after that, I become the MHW television champion. Everybody keeps talking about Adam Ball. Everybody keeps talking about Alexander. Everybody keeps talking about Sokolov. Soon, they will be talking about Omar Bijan.
نحن فقط في البداية. القادم أسوأ.
What do you want?
Joseph, I wanted to talk.
Then talk.
About crown or collapse.
You mean when you smashed a chair over Diana's head?
It wasn't that simple.
It looked pretty simple to me.
Joseph, you don't understand the situation.
Then explain it.
Diana and I had our differences. Things got emotional. Things got out of control. I'm not proud of what happened.
You're sorry you got caught?
No, I'm sorry people got hurt. There's a difference.
Funny, Diana's the one who ended up with a chair wrapped around her skull.
Believe what you want. I'm not here to argue. I'm here because I know you've got a huge match tonight against Omar Bijan. And despite what you think of me, I wish you luck.
That's why you're here.
Partly. The other reason is to tell you that Hannibal won't be interfering tonight. No distractions, no games, no surprises. Your match with Omar belongs to you.
If Hannibal shows up, I'm holding you responsible.
That's fair. Good luck tonight, Joseph.
Quarter-final action continues in the MHW Television Championship Tournament.
And this one has been brewing for weeks. Somebody's tournament ends tonight.
نحن من ابتكرنا العلم.
One of the most intimidating combinations in MHW, Omar Bijan, a future world champion and a man I believe will become television champion.
attacked Renee in the ring.
Renee should have minded his own business.
Omar knows a semi-final opportunity is just one win away.
Omar doesn't care who gets hurt if they're standing between him and success.
And his opponent from Kampala, Uganda, weighing in at 286 pounds, Joseph Wright.
Listen to this reaction. Joseph Wright is here. Joseph has become one of the most respected competitors in MHW.
He's also become a magnet for trouble, especially with Hannibal Moore, and that's putting it mildly.
Joseph has repeatedly stood up to Hannibal and refused to back down from any fight,
which usually ends badly for people.
Last week, Joseph even came to Renee's aid when Omar and Hannibal were attacking him in the ring.
Joseph needs to focus on winning championships instead of playing hero.
That's exactly what he's trying to do tonight, and if Joseph beats Hannibal, he will face the winner of Sokolov versus Lance Jones, which is the main event. Joseph Wright versus Omar Bijan in the MHW Television Championship Tournament quarterfinals. And here we go. This is a fascinating matchup. Joseph Wright has built his reputation on integrity, determination, and standing up for others.
Which sounds great until it gets you punched in the face.
Joseph has never been the type to look the other way when somebody needs help.
That's exactly why he's got so many enemies.
Last week is a perfect example. Renee was being attacked in the ring and Joseph stepped in immediately.
And now he's got Omar Bijan and Hannibal Moore both looking for payback.
Joseph knew the risks and did it anyway.
That's because Joseph believes everybody deserves a fair fight.
Meanwhile, Omar Bijan sees the world very differently.
Omar doesn't care about fair. He cares about winning.
Since arriving in MHW, he's made it clear that championships are his only priority.
And honestly, that's why I think Omar might have the edge tonight.
Because he'll do whatever it takes.
Exactly.
Both of these men are still chasing their first singles championship in mixed honor wrestling.
And right now, you can feel the urgency picking up between them.
Joseph Wright launches Omar Bijan across the ring.
Joseph's calling him up.
Right answer connects.
Good night.
Omar Bijan survives.
Omar looks finished.
That was almost over, but Joseph isn't done. Joseph wants to send a message tonight. Another right answer, second right answer.
Cover.
Wait a minute. Where's the referee? The referee is down on the floor.
What happened?
That's Gloria. Gloria is standing beside the referee.
Didn't she promise she wouldn't get involved?
No! It's Hannibal. Hannibal Moore just blindsided Joseph Wright. Gloria promised Hannibal wouldn't interfere tonight in this match.
Gloria lied. She looked Joseph in the eyes earlier tonight and lied straight to his face.
Hannibal and Gloria walking up the ramp together while Joseph is motionless in the ring. Omar has recovered. Camel clutch applied.
This is sickening, Greg. Joseph is in trouble.
Joseph is trying to fight. Joseph has nowhere to go. This is it. It's over. Omar escapes. Omar Bijan advances. What a heartbreaking way for this match to end. Amaya Dawn is joining Omar in the ring. Omar Bijan is headed to the semi-finals of the MHW Television Championship Tournament.
Whether people like it or not, Omar is becoming a serious threat in this company. Waiting for him will be either Lance Jones or Sokolov.
My boy looks stressed.
Fam, wouldn't you be? Every week it's some next madness.
You talking about King Klein?
Him, Amy, all of it.
Then hear me out. When you get in that ring tonight, don't back down. Drop him.
Trust me, bruv. If he says the wrong thing, I'm dropping him. What I don't get is Amy. Every time Klein comes up, she's telling me to leave it alone. Why?
I ain't got the answer, bro. But we both know Amy. She ain't dumb. And real talk, a woman don't start believing in crystals, destiny, and all that spiritual stuff without some rough chapters in her story. Something happened.
That's what worries me, you know.
Maybe she protecting you. Maybe she protecting herself. Either way, don't let Klein punk you out tonight. If he got answers, get him. If he got problems, solve them. Matter of fact, you should probably link up with Jeremiah. Y'all got common enemies.
Nah.
Nah?
Nah, fam. Jeremiah's got enough going on already. Plus, I ain't looking for backup. If King Klein wants problems, he gets me. Nobody else.
Alright then, just don't come back out here talking about missed opportunities.
Trust me, tonight ain't ending with questions.
I bet you're happy this is happening to me.
Nope.
Really?
Because nothing's actually happened yet. And besides, I've still got my own questions. Why do you need to hurt someone you just fell in love with?
What?
Don't do that. You heard me.
Samuel.
The only reason any of this is bothering you is because you've got feelings for Jerome. 3 years ago, 1 year ago, you would have done whatever you thought was necessary. You would have hurt anybody, me included. But now you're hesitating. Now you're feeling guilty. Now you're showing remorse. You've changed.
No, I haven't changed. I can't explain why this is happening.
Maybe tonight will help. Maybe when Jerome and King Klein finally stand in the same ring, you'll learn something about both of them. But there's one thing I still don't understand. What do you want to gain from the person you need most?
Jerome Sharp, I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm here to do what nobody else in this company has the courage to do. I'm here to look you in the eye and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I did at Crown or Collapse. And I'm sorry for what I did during your world title match. But I need you to understand something. I didn't do it because I hate you. I did it because if I didn't step in, everything would have come out. Everything.
Here he comes, Jerome Sharp making his way out, and you can feel the shift in this entire building. This isn't an entrance for the fans right now, Evans. This is a man walking into something personal.
Personal, this is accountability, Greg. Jerome's been walking around MHW like the world owes him answers. King Klein is finally about to give him some clarity whether he likes it or not.
Clarity doesn't usually sound like betrayal and attacks during championship matches.
Or maybe it sounds like prevention. Klein said he stopped Jerome from crossing a line. Maybe we should listen before we assume we know the whole story.
I don't think Jerome's in the mood to listen to anything right now. Look at his face. This is controlled rage. He's not running down here for a celebration. He's coming down here for answers.
And Klein's ready to give them. The question is whether Jerome Sharp can handle the truth without exploding.
You got a lot of nerve, bruv. You stand there talking sorry, like that fixes anything. You cost me my shot. You cost me my moment. So I'm asking you one time, properly, why am I not dropping you right now?
Because I'm the only one in this building willing to tell you the truth. At Crown or Collapse backstage, I saw what was about to happen to you. And I stopped it. And during your title match with Adam Ball, I stopped that too. Because if you won that night, Jerome, you wouldn't just be champion. You would have opened a door that should never.
What door? Stop talking in riddles, fam.
That night you got kicked out of the 9 time drillers. Wasn't what they told you it was. It wasn't about you breaking some bro code. It was about control. And someone had to take the blame. You were never the problem, Jerome. You were the solution. A very convenient one. And you accepted it so fast. Too fast. Like you already knew what was coming.
Don't try rewrite my life, Klein. I took that fall so nobody else got buried. That's it. End of.
Is it? Because I was there. And so was Amy. Amy made sure I didn't talk about what I saw. Because what I saw wasn't just you taking a fall. It was a decision. A sacrifice. A cover-up that protected people far above your pay grade.
Stop. You don't say her name like that.
Why not? Because she's part of the reason you're standing here pretending you're some loyal martyr? Jerome, you weren't protecting anyone. You were managed. You think you chose that night? You didn't. Amy chose it. And I know why.
You keep talking like you know her story, like you know mine, like you know what I did that night. You don't know nothing, bruv.
Well, what I do understand.
He got him. Jerome just dropped King Client.
And to be honest, Greg, King Client deserved it. Can't tease us for that long and not reveal anything.
Amy told him not to touch Client, and he still did. How will Amy react to all this? And what will King Client do after being embarrassed tonight?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the natural Niles. Niles, tonight you step into a quarterfinal match. After what Gibson put you through last week, how are you feeling heading into this one?
I'm feeling it, Megan. I really am. Gibson pushed me to my limit, no doubt about it. That man gave me a hard battle, left me sore, left me thinking. But tonight I don't just need effort. I need something special, something deeper, something you can't train for. You just become it when the lights hit.
And if you win tonight, there's a strong chance you could eventually face Lance Jones again. A man who's had your number more than once. How do you deal with that history?
Yeah, Lance Jones. He's been that shadow over me for a long time. Every time I've stepped up, every time I've tried to prove I belong at that level, he's found a way to edge me out. But I'm not running from that anymore. I'm not the same man he beat before. I'm not the guy who just hopes it goes his way. I'm the guy who makes it go his way. Underdog? Yeah, they'll call me that. But underdogs bite back when you least expect it. And tonight, I start rewriting everything. Because the name is natural. The name is Niles.
Quarterfinal action coming your way next, and what a clash of styles this is going to be.
A future champion against a feel-good story, Greg. Hannibal Moore should crush Niles and move on.
The winner advances to the semi-finals of the Television Championship Tournament.
And one step closer to championship gold.
Here comes one of the most dangerous men in MHW.
Dangerous? Hannibal Moore is inevitable, Greg.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Gloria! From Watford, Hertfordshire, England, weighing in at 277 pounds, Hannibal Moore!
Look at the size of him. Look at Gloria beside him. Since Crown or Collapse, they become one of the most hated combinations in this company.
And for good reason. At Crown or Collapse, Hannibal brutally attacked Joseph Wright after their match, and Gloria shocked everybody when she turned her back on Diana.
Turned her back? No, she upgraded. She aligned herself with a winner.
Joseph Wright would disagree with that, and Hannibal has made it very clear he isn't finished with Joseph yet.
The longer Hannibal waits, the worse it gets for whoever walks through that curtain.
That man isn't here to wrestle, he's here to hurt people.
And his opponent, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Natural Niles!
Listen to this crowd. The Natural Niles has become one of the easiest men to root for in MHW.
Root for sure, bet on absolutely not.
Niles has spent his entire MHW career trying to prove he belongs at the top level. He's come close, very close, but tonight could be another step toward his first championship.
And let's not forget Lance Jones. Every time Niles seems ready to break through, Lance finds a way to stop him.
That frustration has fueled Niles for months. Winning this tournament could change everything. Both men ready, quarterfinal action.
Somebody's dream ends tonight.
Here we go. Hannibal Moore versus the Natural Niles in the quarterfinal of the television tournament. This television championship means very different things to both competitors. For Hannibal Moore, it's validation, proof that all the destruction and chaos he's caused has been worth it.
And for Niles, it's survival, because if he doesn't eventually win something, people stop believing.
I disagree completely. Niles has earned every opportunity he's received. The fans believe in him.
Fans believe in Joseph Wright too. Look where that got him after Crown or Collapse. laying unconscious while Hannibal stood over him.
And that attack is exactly why Joseph and Hannibal remain on a collision course.
Joseph should stay away from Hannibal. Everyone should.
Meanwhile, Niles is trying to achieve something he's never done before, become an MHW champion.
And tonight he's standing across from a man who could rip that dream apart.
You say that like it's a certainty, Evans, but Niles has made a career out of proving people wrong. Every time somebody says he's too small, too old, or not good enough, he finds a way to keep moving forward.
Moving forward isn't the same as winning championships. That's the difference. Everybody loves the story of the natural Niles, but stories don't beat monsters like Hannibal Moore.
Niles is tuning up the band.
Hannibal needs to move.
Sweet chin music. He got him.
No!
No, Hannibal kicks out.
Incredible.
Hannibal may not have expected Niles to put up this kind of fight. He is really struggling here.
Niles wasting no time heading up top. He's looking to finish this giant.
Nobody home.
Hannibal moves.
And now Hannibal crashes into Niles in the corner.
This is where Hannibal becomes terrifying.
Hannibal is getting his offense in now. Spinning side slam, what impact?
That could break ribs.
Hannibal is signaling for the HR driver.
It's over, nobody survives this.
Wait, Niles is fighting back, punches to the head. Niles is building momentum. Niles is picking up the pace on Hannibal Moore. This is incredible. Niles is on fire. God, where is this energy coming from? And now he's staring at Gloria. That distraction could cost him.
See, he missed. Now it's over, Greg.
Hannibal is trying to pull him up. Wait, Niles is fighting.
Damn.
Sweet chin music, he got all of it.
No.
He did it. Niles is going to the semi-finals.
Hannibal had that match won. One mistake, 1 second, and now he's out.
What a performance by the natural Niles. He survived the size advantage. He survived Gloria at ringside. He survived Hannibal Moore.
I don't know whether to call that determination or luck.
Call it whatever you want. Niles is one step closer to becoming television champion.
Here is your winner, the natural Niles.
Listen to this crowd.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Oh no.
Business is about to be conducted, Greg.
Congratulations, Niles. You earned your victory tonight. However, due to the draw between Barry Leonard and Yuri Shibata earlier in this tournament, we have reached a decision. Your semi-final match will now be a triple threat match. Barry Leonard, Yuri Shibata, and the natural Niles. 3 men, 1 place in the finals. Good luck.
Whoa, 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 hold on. Before we move on, Barry Leonard, Yuri Shibata, you are 2 great competitors, but I've spent my whole career hearing why I can't do something, why I can't win, why I can't reach the top. Well, next week I'm proving everybody wrong, because the name is natural. The name is Niles.
Listen to this crowd. Niles isn't backing down from the challenge. Triple threat one-on-one, it doesn't matter. He believes this is finally his time.
I know you two. But who are you?
Who I am isn't important. What is important is that I've been watching. I've watched these 2 men lose. I've watched them get overlooked. I've watched them get kicked to the side like they never mattered. And frankly, I'm tired of it. You escaped both of them, Payne. You got lucky. Now, it's time you get a little preview of what's coming next.
If this is supposed to scare me...
That's it. Show him exactly what he's been avoiding. Pathetic.
Well, this elevator is a lot quieter than it was last week.
That's because Amaya isn't standing outside arguing with half the building.
Good. Last time I saw that, I got in this elevator just to escape.
I noticed. You made a tactical retreat.
Exactly. French survival instincts. So, since I've got the detective trapped here, any progress on the Sokolov case?
Maybe. Or maybe I like making people wait for the answers.
Are you flirting with me, detective?
Renee, are you flirting with me?
Would that be a crime?
Not yet. Come find me after tonight. We'll see where this takes us.
Sokolov.
Tonight's a big one. Lance Jones versus you for the MHW television title. This isn't just another match. This is your chance to finally close a chapter and step back into something resembling a normal life.
Normal life, yes. That is something I have not had for a long time. But tonight, I take step toward it. The television title. It is not just championship. It is proof I am still here, still standing.
I need you to understand something, though. The attacker, whoever was behind what happened, they're still out there. And if you win tonight, they might not like what that means. People like that don't stay quiet when things don't go their way.
I understand. But I did not survive what I survived to be afraid now. If they come, they will find I am not the same man they attacked.
That's exactly what worries me.
Do not worry, Detective. Tonight, I am ready. For Lance Jones, for the title, and for anything else that tries to stand in my way.
Just make sure you stay that way until the final bell. Because whoever's watching you, they'll be watching closely.
Good. Let them watch. I am no longer running. I am arriving.
The MHW Television Championship is on the line as Lance Jones defends against the returning Sokolov.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Mixed Honor Wrestling Television Championship.
Champion versus former world champion. This is exactly what a main event should look like.
Sokolov is finally back where he belongs, competing for championship gold. This match was originally supposed to happen months ago before Sokolov was mysteriously attacked and sidelined.
Fate delayed it, Greg. Tonight we finally get the match we were promised. I don't accidentally become one of the most dominant world champions in MHW history. Sokolov ruled this company with an iron fist inside the ring.
His world championship reign was built on discipline, power and consistency. Then just as another major opportunity came around, someone attacked him backstage and changed everything.
And months later, we still don't know who did it.
Detective Jay and Virginia May continue their investigation. But tonight, Sokolov said he wanted to focus on one thing, winning the television championship.
That's easier said than done. You can say you're focused, but when someone has already attacked you once, there's always that thought in the back of your mind.
Detective Jay even warned Sokolov earlier tonight that whoever assaulted him could still be watching, especially with a championship opportunity in front of him.
And Sokolov's response was simple. He said he'd be ready for Lance Jones and for anyone else who tried to stand in his way.
That's the mentality that made him one of the most dominant world champions MHW has ever seen. Tonight he's hoping that same mindset brings him television championship gold. And here comes the champion. The wonder Lance Jones has been outstanding as television champion.
Outstanding, he's been untouchable. Everyone keeps saying Lance is lucky. Luck doesn't produce dominant title reigns. Greatness does.
Since becoming champion, he's beaten every challenge put in front of him. Tonight may be his toughest test yet.
And unlike Sokolov, Lance never disappeared. He stayed here and carried this championship proudly.
To be fair, Sokolov didn't disappear by choice. He was the victim of a brutal attack that nearly ended his career before it could continue.
And yet the record books won't mention any of that. They'll only remember who walked into tonight as television champion, and that's Lance Jones.
Lance has been exceptional as champion, there's no denying it, but beating Sokolov cleanly would elevate this reign to another level.
Exactly. Imagine adding a former world champion to your list of title defenses. That's the kind of victory that defines a championship reign.
For Sokolov, though, this is about more than a title. It's about proving that everything he's fought through over the last several months hasn't changed who he is inside that ring.
his opponent, from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Mixed Honor Wrestling Television Champion, the Wonder Lance Jones.
Well, we're about to find out if the old Sokolov is truly back or if the Wonder Lance Jones sends him right back to the drawing board.
And here we go, Lance Jones versus Sokolov for the MHW Television Championship. There is so much history surrounding this match. Before Sokolov was attacked, this was the match MHW officials wanted all along. Champion versus one of the greatest champions this company has ever seen.
Instead, fate intervened. Sokolov disappeared. Lance Jones took over. Now Lance has built a reign worthy of respect.
And Sokolov has had to watch it all unfold while recovering and trying to uncover who attacked him.
Personally, I think he spent too much time worrying about detectives and investigation. Focus on wrestling.
Easy for you to say. Someone tried ending his career. Anyone would want answers.
Answers don't win championships. Lance Jones does.
Sokolov has also had several tense encounters with Samantha in the office since his return. It feels like every step forward he takes, someone is standing in his way.
Or maybe the office is simply reminding everyone that no one gets special treatment, not even Sokolov.
Tonight could be the start of Sokolov's comeback story, or another chapter of Lance Jones proving why he deserves to be called television champion. Sokolov has caught momentum as he looks to complete the 3 powerbombs.
The champion's in serious trouble.
3 powerbombs by Sokolov. Cover. No, Lance kicks out.
Incredible.
Wait. Codebreaker. Codebreaker by Lance Jones. Wait a minute. Lance has his feet on the ropes. Lance is cheating. No, Sokolov kicks out. Sokolov survives. Now Lance trying to send Sokolov over the top. Back body drop. The champion crashes to the floor. Sokolov picks up Lance and rolls him back inside. The challenger looking to finish this. Wait, what was that? A masked man. He just hit Sokolov with a wrench. And look at Lance. He's got the referee distracted. He didn't see any of it.
Oh, God.
The official has no idea what's happened outside the ring. Not again. Not like this. Lance dragging Sokolov back into the ring.
Official. Lance Jones advances and will defend the television championship against Omar Bijan in the semifinals of the tournament.
Lance Jones celebrates with the television championship, but the bigger story tonight is that masked attacker. Who is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste any time. Hit the video.
At Crown or Collapse, one man proved that preparation defeats emotion. One man outlasted every obstacle placed before him. The scientist, Adam Ball, a calculated force redefined.
Diego Munoz is here.
He's fired. Someone get him off the screen.
Samantha, Adam, you two should stop celebrating because the night Sokolov was attacked, I was there. I'm the one who called the police, and before anyone asked, no, I wasn't the one who attacked him, but I know. Who did?
He's lying, Greg. I swear he's lying.
It was you, Adam Ball.
Greg, this guy never tells the truth.
Look out, Jeremiah, the truth driller. He planted Adam Ball.
Where did he come from? He's suspended, Greg.
Absolute chaos. Diego Munoz says it was Adam who attacked Sokolov. Jeremiah has just blindsided Adam Ball, and Samantha looks completely stunned. If Diego Munoz is telling the truth, the entire landscape of MHW could be turned upside down. Good night, everybody.
Coming soon on July 19th, 2026, MHW Season 2, Episode 4.
Tonight, Alexander faces Jeremiah in a #1 contenders match. And next week, the winner will challenge Adam Ball for the MHW World Championship. Happy?
Next week, the person responsible for attacking you will reveal themselves to the world.
He deserves an MHW World Championship opportunity.
Don't stand here and disrespect my country. Or what?
Fam, why you laughing?
Because I was stupid.
Huh?
And next week, before this show is over, I'm going to finally expose the man who attacked Sokolov.
Previously on MHW Season 2, Episode 3.
Because starting tonight, we begin a 16-man MHW Television Championship tournament. Your first and last tournament match will be against the returning Alexander.
Samantha!
Winner by disqualification, and still your MHW Television Champion, Lance Jones.
You say Amy brought you here?
Good. Now you're finally listening.
We will have it all.
I heard the news. I am sorry for both your losses.
No one died.
They have informed me of their intention to reveal themselves, even if doing so results in the termination of their MHW contract.
Wait, they're on the roster?
Yes.
Cut this now. End the show.
You had already left the building that night. So tell me, Adam, why did you come back? Adam Ball, be careful.
Nothing is going to ruin this night.
Behind! Wait, the bell is rung, but Yuri never tapped.
Hannibal won't be interfering tonight.
That's Gloria. Gloria is standing beside the referee.
I bet you're happy this is happening to me.
Nope.
From what I do understand.
Final match will now be a triple threat match. Barry Leonard, Yuri Shibata, and the Natural Miles.
Pathetic.
We'll see where this takes us.
Yes. Wait, what was that? A masked man! He just hit Sokolov with a wrench!
I wasn't the one who attacked it, but I know. Who did? Adam Ball.
We are proud to present to you Mixed Honor Wrestling, MHW.
Welcome everyone to the MHW Theater in Los Angeles, California. I'm Greg Norton alongside the Horseman Evans, and after everything that happened last week, we've got another explosive night ahead.
The mystery deepens tonight as Sokolov is still hunting the masked man responsible for costing him dearly.
Three outstanding competitors collide as Niles, Barry Leonard and Yuri Shibata battle in a huge television championship tournament match.
Television champion Lance Jones faces one of his toughest tests yet as he meets Omar Bijan in tonight's tournament action.
And MHW World Champion Adam Ball joins General Manager Samantha to address the MHW audience. Let's see who we got tonight. Oh, come on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting tonight with a woman who's found herself at the center of almost every controversy in MHW this year.
Controversy, I call it leadership. Samantha has kept this company together while everyone else has been pointing fingers.
Leadership. Diego Munoz has come forward claiming he witnessed something the night Sokolov was attacked. Jeremiah returned last week and assaulted the world champion. Detective Jay's investigation is closing in. Samantha has plenty to answer for.
She doesn't owe anyone an explanation, Greg. She's the general manager. Her job is to make decisions, not satisfy conspiracy theorists.
Maybe not, Evans, but perception matters. Every week there are more questions than answers, and whether Samantha likes it or not, this locker room is beginning to lose faith in her leadership.
Go on, get it out of your system. Last week was embarrassing. Not for me, for the people who think they can manipulate this company. Apparently, Diego Munoz is now a witness. A witness to the attack on Sokolov. And apparently, I'm supposed to believe that after disappearing for weeks, Diego suddenly remembers seeing Adam Ball in the parking lot that night. What an incredible coincidence. I don't buy it, and neither should any of you. Then we have Samuel Katumba and Hernandez Jr., the two geniuses behind that little video package. You wanted everyone's attention? You've got mine. So tonight, Samuel Katumba will face Hernandez Jr., and because both of you decided to waste my time, the loser will face consequences. You can blame yourselves. And finally, Jeremiah. Last week, you attacked the MHW World Champion while...
Here comes the MHW World Champion!
As he should, Jeremiah blindsided him last week, and now Adam Ball deserves justice.
Justice or revenge, those are two very different things.
When you're the world champion, they're usually the same thing.
Adam Ball may be carrying the MHW World Championship, but there are still plenty of questions surrounding him. Diego Munoz claims he saw Adam near the parking lot on the night Sokolov was attacked, and that allegation has only intensified the scrutiny around the champion.
Allegation is the key word, Greg. Anybody can make a claim, but until Detective J proves it, Adam Ball is exactly what that championship says he is. The rightful world champion.
Even so, after Jeremiah returned and dropped him with that attack last week, you have to wonder whether the champion is walking into this ring looking for answers or looking for payback.
You were saying, I'll save you the trouble. Jeremiah attacked me. He attacked the MHW World Champion while suspended, so fire him. End this ridiculous story tonight.
I can't.
Excuse me?
I can't.
You're the general manager. You can fire whoever you want. So why can't you fire Jeremiah?
Because she knows the truth.
Detective J!
What does he want now?
This is his first appearance in the MHW theater.
Jeremiah wasn't suspended when he attacked you. His suspension expired that very night, so whether you like it or not, he was a fully reinstated member of the MHW roster.
That's impossible.
No. It's inconvenient.
Detective, I've tolerated your investigation. I've tolerated your accusations, but don't confuse yourself with management. You don't run this company.
No, but somebody has to stop protecting your world champion. Anything to keep Adam Ball from defending that championship before the next pay-per-view.
First of all, it's a special event, not a pay-per-view. You think I've been avoiding title matches? Fine, let's settle this. Tonight, Alexander faces Jeremiah in a #1 contenders match. And next week, the winner will challenge Adam Ball for the MHW World Championship. Happy?
That's the right decision, but I'm making a promise of my own. Tonight, the MHW World Championship will officially have its next challenger. And next week, before this show is over, I'm going to finally expose the man who attacked Sokolov.
What a promise!
Detective J better have the evidence to back that up.
I won't lie. Seeing Samantha's face after that Diego package last week made everything worth it.
She thought she had everything under control. Then Diego showed up and changed the whole conversation.
Exactly. She can call him a liar all she wants, but she wasn't expecting that.
Now she's making us fight each other because she's angry.
That's how Samantha works. If she can't get to Diego, she'll punish the people who helped him.
I'm not backing down.
Neither am I.
Whatever happens out there tonight, we keep it fair.
No cheap shots, no excuses. Just two friends proving what MHW is supposed to be about.
May the better man win.
And hopefully, wherever Diego is watching from, he knows we've still got his back.
Hey, someone needs to stop this love fest tonight.
You wanted to see me? Then tell me something I don't already know. I've waited long enough. I want the man who attacked me.
And I want to make sure we get the right man.
Why did he target me? Why me? I've replayed that night over and over in my head, and I still don't understand why someone wants me gone.
Because someone feared what you represented. Listen to me. This investigation has finally reached a turning point. I've narrowed it down to 2 people.
Then let's find them. Tonight.
No. I need you to stay calm. Go home after tonight. Spend time with your family and come back next week. Your best mate, Alexander, could become the #1 contender tonight. Next week could be the biggest night of his career. And I truly believe next week the person responsible for attacking you will reveal themselves to the world.
I trust you, Detective, but understand this. If that attacker isn't standing in front of me next week, I stop waiting. I'll solve this myself.
Actions have consequences, Greg. They embarrassed Samantha last week. Now they're paying the price.
Here comes Samuel Katumba. Samuel Katumba looks focused tonight, but you have to wonder what's going through his mind. He's not just facing another competitor, he's facing a friend.
Friend or not, somebody's leaving this match with consequences hanging over their heads.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Kampala, Uganda, weighing in at 210 pounds, Samuel!
Samuel and Hernandez were united in supporting Diego Munoz. Tonight, Samantha has managed to divide them.
Divide them? Samantha didn't divide anybody, Greg. She gave them an opportunity. If they're as honorable as everyone says they are, they'll prove it in this ring.
I don't think either man wanted it to come to this. They've stood side by side for weeks, trying to expose what they believe is the truth behind Sokolov's attack.
And that's exactly why they're here. They stopped worrying about wrestling and started playing detectives.
Samuel Katumba has built a reputation on integrity. He knows there's more at stake tonight than just a victory. He doesn't want to be the reason his friend suffers the consequences Samantha promised.
Good intentions don't win matches. When that bell rings, friendship goes out the window. Samuel has to think about himself.
That's easier said than done when you're looking across the ring at someone you genuinely respect. You can already see the conflict on Samuel's face as he waits for Hernandez Jr. to make his entrance.
Look at Samuel, calm, composed. That's exactly how you prepare when your job could be on the line.
Here comes Hernandez Jr. and judging by that look on his face, he isn't happy about being put in this position either.
Nobody forced them to stick their noses into Samantha's business.
Standing up for what they believe in isn't a crime, Evans.
In Samantha's world, apparently it is.
And his opponent from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 191 pounds, Hernandez Jr.
The unfortunate part is that this didn't have to happen. These are two competitors who earned each other's respect, and tonight they're being forced to put that friendship aside.
Respect doesn't mean a thing once the referee calls for the bell. Samantha wants a result, and she's going to get one.
A respectful nod between these two. Whatever happens tonight, they're going to settle it the right way.
Let's see if that respect lasts after the bell.
And here we go. Wait a minute. That's Arjun Ray and Lei Zhang.
What are they doing out here?
From behind, Ray and Zhang have just blindsided both men.
This isn't a match anymore. It's an assault.
Samuel and Hernandez never saw it coming.
Whether you agree with it or not, Greg, Zhang and Ray have just sent the entire locker room a message.
Who's that woman standing on the stage?
I don't know, but she has been around Zhang and Ray for weeks now.
Absolute destruction. Ray and Zhang have sent a message to the entire MHW locker room.
And whoever that woman is, I'd say she's part of the message.
This wasn't about winning a match. It was about making a statement.
Every champion has a story. Some are built on sacrifice, some are built on opportunity, and some are built on questions. This is the story of the scientist, Adam Ball. Before stepping into a professional wrestling ring, Adam Ball was known for his analytical mind. Hailing from Seattle, Washington, he worked as a sports analyst during Barack Obama's presidential election campaign, earning a reputation for breaking down competition and developing winning strategies. He wasn't the loudest voice in the room, but he was often the smartest. When Mixed Honor Wrestling was formed, Adam didn't arrive as a wrestler. He arrived as a student, determined to earn a contract. Adam spent months sparring against two of MHW's most dangerous competitors, Sokolov and Alexander. Every session pushed him to his limits, and eventually, his dedication earned him a place on the MHW roster. His rise was immediate, methodical, calculated. Then everything changed. Sokolov was brutally attacked. The MHW World Championship was vacated, and with the company's biggest star gone, Adam Ball seized the moment. When the MHW League reached its closing stages, Adam Ball was tied for second place in the standings, firmly establishing himself as one of MHW's elite. He survived crown or collapse. He became the new MHW World Champion. But for every achievement, another question has followed. What really happened during Adam Ball's years inside the office? What influence did Samantha have over his rise? How much did Adam Ball truly know about the inner workings of the office before becoming champion? And perhaps the biggest question of them all, if Diego Munoz is telling the truth, if Adam Ball really was seen near the parking lot on the night Sokolov was attacked, then what happens if the MHW World Champion is revealed to be the man who changed MHW forever?
Well, here is Gloria alongside Hannibal Moore, and after last week's tournament loss, you have to believe they're not in the best of moods.
I'd be furious too, Greg. Hannibal Moore believes he's been overlooked for far too long.
Last week was an absolute travesty. Go ahead and laugh. Every single one of you watched one of the most dominant athletes in mixed honor wrestling get robbed. Everyone's celebrating Niles like he accomplished something special. He didn't. He escaped. Hannibal Moore was in complete control until circumstances beyond his control changed the match. For weeks, Hannibal has been overlooked. He wasn't handed opportunities. He wasn't protected. He earned everything. And what does he get? A tournament. A bad draw. And now people expect him to quietly disappear after one loss? This man deserves better. He deserves an MHW Television Championship opportunity. No, he deserves an MHW World Championship opportunity. Samantha, if you're really interested in rewarding talent, if you're really the general manager you claim to be, come out here and give Hannibal Moore the opportunity he's earned.
Well, Samantha has got more problems on her hands. Wait a minute. That's not Samantha, that's Joseph. Joseph Wright.
Oh, God.
Joseph Wright hasn't forgotten what Hannibal and Gloria have done over the past few weeks.
Yeah, security.
Here they go. Security's trying to separate them. These two are out of control. They have to be pulled apart before someone gets seriously hurt.
Forget settling this in the ring, Greg. These two want to tear each other apart.
It's clear this rivalry is far from over.
أنت لا تستحق حتى حمل ذلك الحزام أيها المغرور.
How about you say it in English? That way I know what you're trying to say. You want English? Fine. Tonight, your reign ends. You've survived controversy. You've survived luck, but you won't survive me. When that bell rings, I'm taking your television championship, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. You've got confidence, I'll give you that. But confidence doesn't make you a champion. أمريكا تظن أنها الأفضل، لكنها تعيش على أوهامها.
وسيكتشفون الحقيقة الليلة.
What did you just say? I said American people being hypocrites is destroying Allah's work. Tonight, we claim justice, and your precious championship leaves with me.
You can take shots at me all day long. I've heard worse. But don't stand here and disrespect my country.
Or what?
I'm going to walk into that ring, beat you in front of the whole world, and send you and your bitch translator back to where you came from. This title isn't leaving America. Not tonight and not ever.
Lance better not lose tonight.
Hey, Lance, don't lose.
Lance Jones defends his title next. Up next, the MHW Television Championship is on the line as Lance Jones defends against Omar Bijan in this tournament semi-final.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Mixed Honor Wrestling Television Championship.
This one has become personal, Greg. Both men believe they should be the face of this championship.
These two exchanged words earlier tonight in the parking lot, and neither man backed down.
Good. Championships aren't won by being polite.
Here comes Omar Bijan, accompanied by Amaya. Ever since arriving in MHW, Omar has carried himself like he already belongs at the top of the company.
Because maybe he does. Look at the size, look at the confidence. Omar doesn't think he can become champion. He expects to.
That confidence has quickly turned into arrogance. Earlier tonight, he openly disrespected Lance Jones and then took things even further with comments about America.
Whether people liked what he said or not, he got exactly what he wanted. Everyone's talking about Omar Bijan.
He's also made plenty of enemies backstage. Between Omar's attitude and Amaya constantly getting involved, they haven't exactly made themselves popular. This is the biggest opportunity of Omar's MHW career. One victory tonight, and he not only reaches the television championship tournament final, but he enters as the champion.
He believes this title is already his, but we are about to see the current MHW television champion.
Here comes the champion. Love him or hate him, Lance Jones has held this television championship longer than anyone expected.
That's because people keep underestimating him.
His reign has certainly been surrounded by controversy. We've seen countouts, disqualifications, outside interference, and more than a few questionable victories.
Questionable? He's still walking around with the title, isn't he? Champions adapt.
One thing you can't deny is that Lance always finds a way to survive. Every challenger believes they'll be the one to dethrone him, and every challenger has failed.
That's what separates good competitors from great champions.
After what Omar said earlier tonight, you have to wonder if Lance is treating this as more than just another title defense.
I'd say so. Omar didn't just insult Lance. He insulted everything Lance stands for.
This championship means everything to Lance Jones. Losing it tonight would erase months of hard work.
And winning it would instantly make Omar Bijan one of the biggest names in MHW.
This could be the biggest night of Omar Bijan's career, but he has to keep his emotions in check. Earlier tonight, he let his mouth do the talking. Now he has to prove he can back it up inside the ring.
That's easier said than done when you're staring across the ring at a champion who's been in these situations time and time again.
Introducing the challenger from Tehran, Iran, weighing in at 247 pounds, the wrestler Omar. And his opponent from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Mixed Honor Wrestling Television champion, the Wonder, Lance Jones.
Omar is chasing history tonight, but Lance is determined to protect the legacy he's built with that championship.
Championship on the line, tournament final on the line, and here we we go. Lance Jones versus Omar Bijan for the MHW Television Championship. Neither of these men has built a reputation for always taking the honest route to victory.
They're opportunists. If the referee looks away, they'll take advantage.
Amaya's already proven she'll get involved whenever she can, while Lance has never been afraid to bend the rules himself.
Which makes this fascinating, like they both know every trick in the book.
For Omar, this is about proving he belongs among MHW's elite.
For Lance, it's about protecting one of the most successful television championship reigns we've seen.
The locker room would love to see someone humble Lance Jones.
They'd also love to see Omar lose after everything he said earlier tonight.
That may be the only thing the MHW locker room agrees on.
The question is whether Omar can block all that noise out. If he loses his focus for even a second against Lance Jones, that's all the champion needs.
Huge back suplex on the floor. Lance hit hard. Wait, what's Omar doing? Omar throws Lance into Amaya.
Lance, hurry.
Lance just beats the referee's count.
Good counter. Damn!
Code breaker by Lance Jones.
3.
Lance Jones retains the title. What an incredible championship defense. Omar Bijan threw everything at Lance Jones, but the champion stayed composed when it mattered most.
That's championship instinct. One mistake from Omar, one opening for Lance, and the match was over.
Whether people support him or not, Lance Jones continues to prove why he's been television champion for so long.
And still mixed on wrestling television champion,
Lance Jones celebrates another successful defense, but his work isn't finished yet.
No, because one more opponent is waiting. Whoever survives the other semifinal gets the toughest test of their tournament.
And now he waits to see whether Niles, Barry Leonard or Yuri Shibata joins him. Another chapter was added to Lance Jones's impressive television championship reign tonight.
Who will stop him?
Listen, Amy, I'm sorry, yeah? Maybe I shouldn't have kicked Klein in the face. Fam, why are you laughing?
Because I was stupid.
Huh?
I should have seen it coming. You've always been like that. I was just too busy thinking about everything else. Watching you stand up to Klein, it reminded me of when we first met. You never cared who was standing in front of you. If someone pushed you too far, you pushed back. I think that's why I liked you in the first place.
So, what now then? Me and Klein done, yeah?
Done? Jerome? King Klein is probably planning to take you straight to hell for even putting your shoe on him, but if you were gonna kick him, at least you made it look cool.
Fair enough. So, we hitting the club after this then?
All night long, you get me?
Nah, you still can't say that.
One day, you'll let me.
Hi, excuse me, miss. You mind grab me one of those waters while you're there?
هل تظن أنني هنا لأخدمك؟ أنت تتصرف وكأن العالم كله يدور حولك، لا تعرف شيئا عن الاحترام، ولا تستحق حتى أن أضيع ثانية من وقتي في الحديث معك. ابتعد عن طريقي قبل أن تندم على أنك فتحت فمك.
Alright, relax. Name's Gibson. Wonder Kid Gibson. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna need you to say all that in English.
Your name is Gibson, yes?
That's me.
Good. Because I have a very special gift for you next week.
Yeah, that's cool. I can't wait to see what you've got for me. Renee was wrong about you. You ain't bad.
Virginia?
Hey, Renee.
I was beginning to think you were avoiding me after last week.
Avoiding you? I've barely had time to breathe. Detective J has had me chasing leads all week.
I can tell. You've got that I've had too much coffee and not enough sleep look.
That obvious?
Just a little. I was thinking, when all this is over tonight, maybe we actually do something that doesn't involve investigations.
Such as?
There's a karaoke bar a few blocks from here. I hear it's pretty good. Don't worry. I'll handle the dancing. You can handle the singing.
You're assuming I can sing.
I'm choosing to believe you can.
All right. If Detective J doesn't keep me here all night, I'll meet you there.
It's a date.
You know what? Let's call it a date.
It's time for our second television championship tournament semi-final. 3 outstanding competitors, but only one advances to meet Lance Jones in the final. Niles, Barry Leonard, Yuri Shibata, 3 fan favorites with very different paths to this opportunity. Wrestlers anywhere in MHW.
Barry has quietly become one of the toughest men to beat. If he locks in that ankle lock, your night's probably over.
Making his way to the ring from Sioux City, Iowa, weighing in at 241 pounds, Barry Leonard.
He's been building momentum throughout this year. Week after week, he's shown patience, discipline, and a willingness to outlast anyone put in front of him.
He doesn't need flashy entrances or loud promos. He lets his wrestling do the talking.
A television championship would validate everything Barry has worked toward since arriving in MHW.
Barry's been one of the most consistent competitors in MHW since day one. He doesn't complain, he doesn't make excuses, he just keeps showing up and getting the job done.
He's had to earn every opportunity the hard way, and tonight could be the reward for all that hard work.
Barry looks locked in.
He knows he's potentially one victory away from a championship match.
And his opponent, first from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Natural.
Listen to this crowd. The Natural Niles has become one of the most popular competitors in MHW.
Popular doesn't win titles.
Maybe not, but Niles has earned every opportunity that's come his way. He's beaten top names, plays by the rules, and never backs away from a challenge.
He also shocked a lot of people by eliminating Hannibal Moore. That victory proved Niles belongs in conversations like this.
For Niles, this championship isn't about proving critics wrong. It's about proving that doing things the right way can still lead to success. Barry and Niles share a mutual respect.
That respect disappears the second the bell rings.
I don't enter to be seen. I enter to be remembered. Every single step I take in this life is the end of someone else's story.
And now making his way to the ring, Yuri Shibata, one of the most respected competitors in all of MHW, and a man who has come painfully close to reaching the next level on multiple occasions.
Japan, weighing in at 228 pounds, Yuri Shibata.
Yuri doesn't waste energy talking, Greg. He lets that bicycle knee do all the speaking for him.
Last week he pushed Barry Leonard to the absolute limit in one of the best matches of the tournament. The time limit may have saved Barry, but Yuri proved he can compete with anyone on this roster.
That's what makes this dangerous. Barry knows what Yuri is capable of, and Niles is about to find out.
Yuri has quietly built a reputation as one of the most explosive athletes in MHW. One opening, one mistake, and he can end a match in an instant.
That's why you can never take your eyes off him. He doesn't need 10 opportunities, he only needs one.
For Yuri, this isn't just about reaching the tournament final. It's about finally winning his first championship in MHW and proving he belongs among the company's elite.
If he catches either of these men with that bicycle knee tonight, Lance Jones better start paying very close attention.
3 incredible athletes, 3 completely different styles, and only one of them will move on to challenge Lance Jones for the MHW Television Championship. And here we go, the Natural Niles versus Barry Leonard versus Yuri Shibata. This is such an intriguing matchup because all 3 men have taken completely different roads to get here.
Barry relied on technical excellence, Niles relied on consistency, and Yuri relied on pure athleticism.
Barry Leonard has steadily climbed the rankings through discipline and wrestling fundamentals. He never looks for shortcuts.
Wait, Yuri is looking for something. Samantha took all the weapons. We're getting a clean match tonight.
Look at Yuri Shibata, who has quietly become one of the most dangerous competitors in MHW. If he catches you clean with the bicycle knee, your night is over.
And don't forget what awaits the winner, Lance Jones in the MHW Television Championship.
For Barry Leonard, it would be the biggest accomplishment of his MHW career. After everything he's put into this company, becoming television champion would be a well-earned reward.
For Yuri, it's about finally breaking through. He's been close before, but close doesn't get you championship.
And then there's Niles. Ever since arriving at MHW, he's done everything the right way. No shortcuts, no controversy, just performance after performance.
Which makes this even more interesting. 3 good men chasing the same prize, but only one of them gets to leave here with a date against Lance Jones.
Becoming television champion would cement one of them as the face of this company. Bicycle knee by Yuri. And no, a 2 count for Yuri.
I thought that was it.
Yuri was 1 strike away from facing Lance Jones in the final. Sweet chin music, misses.
Yuri caught him. Backbreaker by Yuri. Brilliant sequence.
Barry charges, elbow by Yuri.
Look at this. Niles grabs Barry. Bicycle knee.
Yuri's on fire. Yuri's setting up. Springboard moonsault. Yuri just wiped out both opponents. Barry fights back with an elbow.
Finally, Yuri is slowing down.
Barry Leonard hits a German suplex. Incredible.
Cover.
Niles breaks it up. Niles saves the match.
Niles is cooking Greg. Here we go. Springboard crossbody from Niles.
This match is moving at an unbelievable pace. Yuri goes for a flying knee and misses. Barry Leonard's got Yuri and puts Yuri in the ankle lock. This is deep in the center of the ring.
He's got it grapevine, Greg. Yuri's knee is being twisted the wrong way.
Yuri Shibata is in serious trouble here, but look at Niles. Niles breaks it up just in time. Sweet chin music by Niles.
3.
Niles has done it. Niles is going to the final.
Here is your winner, the Natural Niles.
What a performance! Niles survives an incredible triple threat and earns another big opportunity in his illustrious MHW career.
The bracket is now complete. It will be Lance Jones versus the Natural Niles for the MHW Television Championship.
If Niles is to become television champion, he'll have to do what no one else has managed for months. Beat Lance Jones.
Tough night, Yuri. First, you lose your chance at the television championship. And now you've got something that belongs to us. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Victoria Hale. And these 2 men are done waiting. You and Pain embarrassed them. Now, it's time to settle the score. So here's my promise. The biggest rematch in MHW history next week. Pain and Yuri against Arjun Ray and Lei Zhang. And this time, Ray and Zhang don't just beat you. They will end this facade of a tag team.
Can I help you?
Nah, we're here because client sent us.
Why?
Simple. He said to remind you that secrets don't stay buried forever. That night, the one everybody remembers different, the one you thought nobody could ever prove. Client ain't forgot, and neither have we.
If King Klein thinks I'm scared of him, he doesn't know me very well.
Maybe, but we ain't here to threaten you for him. We're just the messengers. This next part, that's from us. You keep sticking your nose in our business. You keep choosing Jerome over your own future, and eventually, you'll get hurt.
Is that supposed to scare me?
Nah, it's supposed to warn you.
You know, I don't really know what's going on between you and Jerome. Ain't my business. That's y'all problem. But I know who you are. I heard the stories. I heard about your world title run. I heard about the games, the politics, the people you stepped on to stay on top. And let me tell you something. If that version of King Klein ever shows up again, I'm the one that's gonna put him down. Personally.
Strong words. But before we start worrying about each other, I have unfinished business with Jerome Sharp. And you You still have to get through Alexander tonight, and then Adam Ball after that. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Maybe somewhere down the line, our paths cross. And if they do, remember this. If becoming world champion requires me to stand with the office, if that's what it takes to get where I belong, then that's exactly what I'll do.
See, that's the difference between me and you. You look for shortcuts. I'll earn mine.
Tonight's main event will decide who challenges Adam Ball for the MHW World Championship next week.
You don't get opportunities much bigger than this.
Two men with unfinished business with the office.
Only one of them gets Adam Ball.
The stakes simply don't get any higher than this. One match will determine who challenges Adam Ball for the MHW World Championship next week.
Alexander has been chasing this opportunity for months, while Jeremiah fought his way back from suspension just to keep his dream alive.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 247 pounds, Alexander!
Here comes Alexander.
A man who's been chasing the MHW World Championship since joining this company.
Few men have suffered more at the hands of the office than Alexander. He watched his closest friend Sokolov lose the World Championship after that mysterious attack, and ever since then he's demanded answers.
He's also spent months taking shots at Samantha, Adam Ball, and anyone connected to the office. Whether he's right or wrong, he's made plenty of enemies.
Alexander believes Adam Ball never deserved to become world champion. He believes the title should belong to the best wrestler, not the best politician.
That's exactly why this match matters so much. Beat Jeremiah tonight, and next week he gets the chance to prove every word.
If Alexander reaches the World Championship match, emotions will be running high. This won't just be about the title, it'll be personal. And here comes Jeremiah, the truth.
The man who shocked the world by returning from suspension last week.
Jeremiah has never backed down from the office, whether it was Samantha, Adam Ball, or anyone else. He's always stood on principle.
Michigan, weighing in at 204 pounds,
Jeremiah has the chance to turn that rebellion into a world championship opportunity.
Jeremiah believes Adam Ball represents everything wrong with MHW. Tonight is his chance to earn a fight that many thought Samantha would never allow.
The crowd loves him, but they'll have to love him from the stands. Alexander isn't giving anything away tonight.
Jeremiah has waited a long time for another opportunity like this. Ever since he returned, he's had one goal in mind, earning a shot at Adam Ball.
The problem is, the man standing across the ring has been chasing that same prize even longer.
Neither competitor can afford a mistake tonight. One slip, one opening, and their world championship dream could disappear.
The atmosphere is electric here in Los Angeles. These fans know they're about to witness a main event worthy of the World Championship picture.
Alexander versus Jeremiah in our main event tonight. And here we go. This matchup feels bigger than just determining a #1 contender.
Absolutely. Whoever wins tonight walks straight into Adam Ball's sights.
Alexander has spent months accusing Adam Ball and Samantha of hiding the truth surrounding Sokolov's attack.
While Jeremiah has been openly defying Samantha every chance he gets. Different reasons, same enemies.
Ironically, both men want the same prize.
The MHW World Championship changes everything.
For Alexander, winning that championship would be the culmination of everything he's fought for since MHW began.
And it would be redemption, not only for himself, but for Sokolov as well.
Jeremiah sees the title differently. He wants to prove honesty and integrity can still win in a company dominated by politics.
That's admirable, but championships aren't won by ideals.
No matter who wins tonight, Adam Ball will have one enormous challenge waiting for him next week.
Whoever wins tonight has earned it the hard way. There are no shortcuts when the richest prize in MHW is on the line.
And don't forget the cloud hanging over this entire championship picture. Detective J has promised answers about the attack on Sokolov before the night is over.
Imagine if those answers involve Adam Ball. The pressure on the world champion would become enormous heading into next week's title defense.
Alexander has been demanding justice for months, while Jeremiah has made it his mission to expose the office. Either man would bring far more than wrestling ability into a championship match.
Adam Ball may be watching this backstage, and I guarantee he won't like what he's seeing. These are two hungry challengers with everything to gain.
Right now, it's all about surviving this main event. The winner moves on to challenge for the MHW World Championship. Jeremiah goes for the Irish whip, but Alexander reverses it. Wait a minute, truth driller by Jeremiah.
Count it.
And no, kick out by Alexander.
Alexander hasn't even had a sniff of defeat, but tonight might be that night.
Jeremiah off the top, elbow connects.
Jeremiah is causing big problems for Alexander.
Jeremiah is looking for the torture rack, but Alexander is still fighting.
Jeremiah couldn't hold him, and now Jeremiah is in big trouble.
Alexander is throwing Jeremiah all over the ring. 3 German suplexes.
Alexander is now taking over this match, and look at this. Repeated knees to the head. This match might get stopped.
Alexander senses the finish. Jeremiah is slowly getting back to his feet.
This is it. This is the match right here.
Alexander slam.
It's over.
Alexander wins. Alexander is the new #1 contender. Alexander is the #1 contender. An incredible main event, and Alexander earns the biggest victory of his MHW career.
Jeremiah threw everything he had at him, including the truth driller, but Alexander refused to stay down.
Next week, he'll challenge Adam Ball for the MHW World Championship. It's the match he's wanted for months.
If Adam Ball was watching, he just got a very unpleasant reminder of how dangerous Alexander really is.
Here is your winner,
Alexander has beaten Jeremiah tonight, and wait a second, Samantha is on the stage.
Interesting, no celebration, no congratulations. She's just staring at Alexander.
Well, these two have been at each other's throats for months. Oh no, the masked man, the man who is the reason Sokolov is not the world champion right now.
Alexander and Jeremiah can't believe what they're seeing.
After attacking Sokolov, after weeks of mystery, the masked man has aligned himself with Samantha.